stream it. So I set up OBS to do that.
I heard Jamie has a dirty butt.
After driving however many fucking hours today, she probably does.
All right.
Hi, baby. Oh my God, a marshmallow. Jeez.
What the heck? I can't. The apparently if I don't keep Discord as the active app on this window over here, my cams on this monitor, it's like getting rid of the cams on Twitch. I'm gonna have to figure that out before the next time we play, because that second monitor is the one I use usually to like look up stuff on Archives of Nethys and stuff like that, which would mean everyone's beautiful faces would be disappearing every time I was using that monitor for something else. But you know what? Might just be the way things go. We'll see. For now, I'm gonna do a little something. Put on a little toony tune here in the background. And ready to get started. So the here's the first thing I want to do actually the first thing I'm going to do is tell you guys that I'm starting everyone with 3 or 2 hero points each, just for fun. I want everyone to do like just a quick character introduction. Like, imagine this is like the beginning of a TV show and we're just seeing each character like in their element or whatever. So I'll do Renzi the Rat Folk Storm Druids first. So we see Renzi the Rat Folk Druid sitting around a table at a Pathfinder lodge. He's just hanging out with like other adventurers and drinking and eating and stuff like that. And we cut in where he's in the middle of telling a story. So he's just talking to somebody having a drink, and he says, so I meet this guy who tells me he can teach me how to talk to animals. And I'm like, you're saying I'll be able to tell all these rats that keep coming into my home that just because I look like a bigger version of them that they're not welcome and to get the hell out? Anyway, next thing you know, I'm a druid. And then we cut away from him, and then we see Glenn Gladfellow. So what's
Glenn Gladfellow is talking to another man at a bar, and he says, so anyway, my whole family got wiped out. My whole village got wiped out.
Have you a drink?
So anyway, my whole village got wiped out. Buy me a beer.
And then I left my village with what remained of the blackjackets who came to help. And the next thing you know, I'm a blackjacket.
We don't all have to lore dump in the exact same way, but you know, the way it works for me. All right,
he's a blackjacket commander. After his village was wiped out, he was carried on a litter by the few remaining blackjacket recruits that survived the massacre. And it's been 16 years and he's kind of been listless, but he just fell in with them and was just recently promoted to commander. Gotcha. So that's his service is just beginning with the blackjackets, even though it's been 16 years.
Yeah, you guys all did these great backgrounds. Renzi the Rat Folk Storm Druid's background is I created him. I was like, I was like, I'm not coming up with a background for this guy because I'm not gonna put. He's just not a PC.
I don't know why.
You know.
I don't know why he bothered. He's just gonna die anyway.
We were talking about that already. I mean, how's he gonna kill me?
All right, how about Vo Flickerbig? Tell us about him.
I think you see him in a corner of the tavern, and there's 6, 7, 8 people around him. There's this huge orc sitting at the table with him, and he's clasping like an arm wrestling match, and he's like, "All right, I think I can take you. I know you're big, but let's give it a shot." And as he starts to like arm wrestle with him, you see a shadow kind of looks like it grows a little bigger in the background, and he slams the orc wrist down.
No, he doesn't. He snaps the whole goddamn forearm off. Yeah.
I don't be hurting anybody.
Yeah, you do. You're a barbarian. All you do is hurt people.
I'll say when you're raging, you can't even concentrate on other stuff. You're just like, "Ah, violence." All right. What about Wilgus Wittershins? How do we see him or introduce him to us?
I think you see him kind of sitting in the dark corner of a tavern that is frequented by, Hellmite recruits and Chilaxian government officials and just general assholes. And you kind of see him sitting in the dark corner, and once in a while he makes eye contact with somebody, and after a few minutes tensions start getting riled up and they start fist fighting each other, and he's just kind of sitting back in the corner smiling. He's a psychic.
Yeah. So he's what you might call a brain-pilled mental maxer, right? That's what you might call him if you were like a Gen Z brain-rotted child.
I might be a teacher, Josh, but I don't speak Gen Z. Sorry.
You don't know that?
No, that's outside my level of expertise.
I'm a Pathfinder pilled D20 maxer, Have.
Very nice for you. Stopped listening when they started saying "skibbity toilet," and I was just done.
Is that like a red pilled manosphere guy? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it comes from that stuff where somebody's like, "Oh, I'm black pilled, like I'm awake to how horrible things are now," or whatever. But then like maxing is like, it's not necessarily red pill, but it's like these dudes who are like, you gotta work out your jawline muscles by mewing so you get a stronger jawline, and they call it looks maxing.
Oh my fucking god, I hate people.
So you go online.
It's all circle the drain.
It's really adjacent to. You got to be careful because you can slide down into being like an incel, but it starts with these guys who are like, "Oh my god, my genetics are bad. Like I got a weak chin and a bad jawline," and people are like, "No, all you gotta do is just keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth 23 hours a day, and then do these exercises, and your jawline will get better." It's like I'm trying to improve my looks, but like it is a slippery slope into the incel red pill bad shit for sure. Anyways,
also your tongue always sits on the roof of your mouth. That's where your tongue's supposed to rest.
What? Weird. Yeah, no, but I'm saying like there's people who are talking about like actually making sure they're like this, like
pushing it.
Like most people's tongue doesn't actually like be touching the roof of their mouth as they sit passively.
Can't you just chew gum? Chew a lot of gum?
That would, yeah, but you're not gonna be able to get people to subscribe to your TikTok or whatever and like watch your videos if you're just like, "Hey guys, just chew gum." You got to be like, "You got to watch my videos so I can tell you all the secret tips of looks maxing." So anyway, so the background here, I'm gonna give you guys a little background on where we are in the Hellfire Crisis timeline here. So years ago, the Hellbreakers League was founded in Isger by people just tired of being a vassal state of Cheliax, but like not getting any real support from Cheliax, just being treated like a glorified trade route. And so the Hellbreakers League was like hoping to spark a revolution amongst the people of Isger, but they weren't gaining any traction. It's hard to get people to actually, want to rise up against the government. Well, when the God's Reign happened and Gorham died, shards of Gorham's body rained down on Galarian after his death, and those shards would come to be known as war shards. And the Hellbreakers League located and obtained a war shard in the Isgari town of Breach Hill. where PF2E's Age of Ashes adventure all began. So the war shards are sort of invaluable components to be used for like forging new weapons or bolstering existing ones, because they're shards of a dead god of war's body. There's a lot of magic in that, right? So, however, Isger's steward reported the Hellbreakers League's activity to Queen Abigail Thune II, who sent the Hell Knight Order of the Rack to Breach Hill to seize it and scour it for these potential war shards. 5 months ago, in Gosren of 4725, the Order of the Rack arrived in Breach Hill. And they began really just like oppressing the town. And under the harsh rule of the Order of the Rack, the town kind of withered. In order to try and get the people of Breach Hill to give up the Hellbreakers League and where they might be located, etc., they started doing public executions. And the people of Breach Hill have been forced to be on house arrest for like the last 5 months. The town of Breach Hill's cries for deliverance made it to the nation of Andoran, the neighbor of Isger, who sent a contingent of diplomats led by the retired Eagle Knight Commander General Reginald Cormoth, and to entreat the Hell Knights to stop subjugating the citizens of Breach Hill. And the Order of the Rack responded by executing the retired Eagle Knight General Reginald Cormoth. And of course, Andoran responded diplomatically by being like, hey, Queen Thurn of Chiliax, did you just commit an act of war against Andoran? Because, and Queen Thurn claimed that the events in Breach Hill couldn't be laid at her feet, as the Hell Knights operate independently of the Chilaxian government. And so the Andoran Eagle Knights decided, hey, if the Hell Knights are independent of Chiliax's government, then if we attack them, we're not declaring an act of war on Chiliax. And so the Steel Falcons faction of the Andoran Eagle Knights decided Andoran basically the Steel Knights faction came to Breach Hill to stop the Order of the Rack from what they're doing in Breach Hill. And currently, this is August the 1st, not August, Fantasy August, Galarian August, Eridus the 1st of 4725 is the day we're starting at. And on this day, Pathfinder Society agents have arrived in Breach Hill, including yourselves, as the Supreme Elect of Andoran, Andira Marusek, reached out to a venture captain in the Pathfinder Society who she knows personally to ask for assistance on the ground in Breach Hill, particularly in getting civilians to safety while the Steel Falcons fight the Hell Knights in Citadel Altarian. So that's basically where we be picking up to start playing. And so when you arrive in Breach Hill, you are greeted by this venture captain. He introduces himself as Venture Captain Brackett. And he says, okay, so the marble paved circle at Breach Hill Center has become an armed encampment. The tall bronze statue of the city's founder impassively watches, shouting officers of the Steel Falcon readying their formations for battle. Engineers carefully stack ammunition alongside enormous bombards. Nearby, Pathfinder agents hurry to and from Venture Captain Brackett, preparing for the upcoming struggle. The Venture Captain wipes his brow and drinks from a canteen. Good morning, Pathfinders. I hope you're rested. It's going to be a long day. You might be a bit nervous seeing all the preparations, and I don't blame you. We're here to challenge Cheliax and the Hell Knights for the town, but you're still fresh from your confirmations. For the characters who are Pathfinder Society agents. So I don't expect you to join directly in the battle. Brackett produces a hand-drawn map of Breach Hill with several locations marked across the Breach Creek to the north. We're working with Andoran's Steel Falcons on this mission. They've secured the town south of the creek that divides it. Most Hell Knights have retreated to Citadel Altarian, northeast of town, but a few holdouts, fiends, and mercenaries remain in the north half of Breach Hill. I spoke to Greta Gardania from the town council. They've had a tough time under the Hell Knights' occupation, and many townspeople are trapped, short on supplies, or too afraid to get to safety. That's where you come in. I want you to cross the creek and check 3 of the locations I've marked on the map. I'll send others to check the ones you don't. Help the townspeople and convince them to come back with you here. To come with you back here. Prioritize the safety of the townspeople. He pauses, looking over the gathered army. The Eagle Knights, sharp in their blue uniforms, banners waving and bright, steel gleaming in the sunlight of the cloudless day. Marvelous, isn't it? It reminds me of tapestries I've seen of the Shining Crusade, brave knights in all their splendor. He turns away from the scene. The machinations of fiends brought us here, but mortals will do the fighting, and on a scale beyond what most of us can imagine. Be careful, Pathfinders. Just get yourselves and the civilians back here alive.
You type this guy's name so I can write it down correctly.
All right.
Oh, good God.
Well, that's just the speak out loud text I just did.
Venture Captain Brackett. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Jamie's not here, and I know she said maybe she's trying to take notes by watching it, but I'm going to take some notes for her to take some notes on, make it a little easier for her.
So,
what is a venture captain? I'm not familiar with what a venture captain
it just means
is.
he's worked his way up into the Pathfinder Society, where he's now the guy who gives people new Pathfinder agents and lower ranking Pathfinder agents what the jobs, like what they should be doing. He's got a
gold exclamation point over his head.
He's like overseeing what you guys are doing here. So he gives you all right, I put this in your all's handouts folder, but he gives you this match. He gives you this map of Breach Hill.
Map looks familiar to me.
As well, he gives you this loot actor here that I just. Well, that didn't work. So he gives you. There I go. I did it. He gives you 2. Venture Captain Brackett hands you this map of Breach Hill with 3 locations marked on it, and he gives you 2 minor healing potions.
Nice.
You guys take those. I'm not gonna take any on Renzi the Rat Folk. You guys.
Who needs to take them?
Divide them up how you want. Probably the melees, I guess.
Yep.
Took one.
Yeah, you 2 fuckers take one. Because let me tell you, my ass is not above running and hiding.
Okay. So if you guys want to ask Venture Captain Brackett any questions, you can. Otherwise, moving on.
Are we to engage if needed?
He says if someone challenges you, if you run into if you run into someone and you have to draw steel to protect the civilians of Breach Hill, do so, but do your best to avoid any casualties, yourselves or the citizens. I leave the judgment up to you. He says, make sure you're not messing with anything above your abilities, though. He says there are going to be armies and fiends in this battle that would give Master Farabellus himself pause. Rescuing any trapped civilians is heroism enough. Master Farabellus being like the, one of the famous Pathfinder sword school gentlemen.
The Farabellus flip. I've heard of it.
Of course.
It's in Path Builder.
That's right. That's right. So okay, so on this map, the way this scenario works for the GM is it tells me when I run this scenario of the 5 locations that you can be assigned to just roll a d6 to determine which ones. But I'm going to let you guys just choose the 3 locations you want. There's 5. You guys are going to deal with 3, while other Pathfinder agents deal with the other 2. Those locations are Caden's Keg, a tavern, the Great Dream House, which is a monastery. Le Mans Lament is a soup kitchen and a place of rest for the poor. The Reliant Book Company, which is a bookshop. And the last one is basically it's called Vusker's Carts and Wheels, and it's a shop that has carts and stuff.
Wheels.
Yeah, so
Let's just each pick one.
yeah, sure. So you got a tavern, you got a temple, you got a soup kitchen and poorhouse, you got a book company, and then you got like a carts and wheels shop.
Book company, I pick.
Soup kitchen, because fuck them fucking with peasants.
Yep, that was my choice.
You
Then
gotta pick something
tavern
else,
because
bitch.
I know tavern
Caden's
because I don't know.
Keg, Bradley.
Yeah,
And
say
you're-
people probably gathered there when the war kicked off or whatever. So
And Jeff, your dude's pronounced Vo.
yeah,
Okay.
Vogue. Vogue. Okay, cool. So we got location 1, 3, and 4. That's Caden's Keg, Le Mans Lament, and Reliant Book Company. Got it. So before you leave to head to Caden's Keg, which is the closest location. Actually, wait. Let me actually check the locations. Let me make sure they have them numerically order. Here's Caden's Keg. Yeah. Okay. So we're basically going. If you look at the map of Breach Hill, we're going to locations 4, 7, and 13.
Number.
But before you head towards Caden's Keg across this bridge into the northern half of Breach Hill, a studious, impeccably dressed goblin carrying several scrolls and wearing silver jewelry hurries towards the venture captain. She looks like this. And she says, the Pathfinder Society and Venture Captain Brackett, yes? Jorsk Hinterclaw said to speak with you. My name is Warball Bumblebrasher, ambassador for the Bumblebrashers of Citadel Altarian to Breach Hill. He says, most Bumblebrashers fled when the Hell Knights came, but Chief Helba and a few others remained behind. With the battle about to start, is there anything you can do to help them? The Venture Captain grimaces at the complication. I can't make any promises, but I'll ensure my agents know to watch for your people once we're past the walls. He turns to your departing team. He says, while you're out there, keep your ears open for anything that might help the Bumblebrashers. And
I mean, are they? They're not in town. The Bumblebrashers. They're outside town. They just want like aid, material.
Warble Bumblebrasher. So if you remember in Age of Ashes, the PCs basically let the Bumblebrasher goblins live in Citadel Altarian after clearing it out and stuff. Warble Bumblebrasher, who's the ambassador to the goblins, she's saying that when the Hell Knights came to Citadel Altarian, most of the Bumblebrashers, herself included, evacuated, but that Chief Helba Bumblebrasher and a few of the other goblins stayed behind inside the Citadel, and she's asking, is there anything you can do to help them not get, killed by the Hell Knights who are in Citadel Altarian or whatever. Your characters wouldn't think like, your characters would just do what the Venture Captain asked, which is to just keep your ear out for anything that might help them. They wouldn't be like, we'll go to Citadel Altarian, or because you've been told, like, if you go there, some Hell Knight's gonna fucking stomp you out in one shot. And Warble says, oh, thank you, Pathfinders. She says, if you meet Chief Helba or other Bumblebrashers, tell them Cousin Warble sent you, and they'll know you're friends. It's pretty cool. Kind of seeing some of these NPCs I played in 2019 in Age of Ashes Part 1 come back. It's kind of fun. If you guys want to, you have the opportunity to try to gather information or recall knowledge to see if your characters know anything about a handful of different topics here.
Yeah, 100% I would. That's
Okay.
kind of my
Yeah,
my
I'm
whole
just
bag.
trying to find my damn macros.
So if you're a diplomacy liker,
Macros, action, PF2E macros.
I have diplomacy, deception, and intimidation. So
I was gonna say if you're a diplomacy liker, just do gather information activity from PF2E HUD or whatever. If you're wanting to do recall knowledge, just use the recall knowledge macro.
I'm trying to find it. I can't remember where it is.
I can tell you that the recall knowledge subjects here are it's mostly going to be religion, but also devil lore, Hell Knight lore, and warfare lore can also be relevant. But
It's not in the PF2E macros.
here you go. I just imported a copy of the basic action macros and put it in the macros thing with observer permissions here. I just searched at the top of the compendium for basic action. It's in the workbench macros, but it's hard to. There's a lot of compendiums to dig through,
Recall knowledge. Where is it? Repair.
All right, so for the, we're basically gonna just run through the 4 of these in a row, separate rolls. I don't know if. Ramsey. Okay, Lindsay don't know shit. Glenn Gladfellow. Oh no, you don't do religion. Okay, so Glenn Gladfellow, you have a little bit of knowledge that no one else does about related to warfare lore, which is basically you know a little bit more about Hell Knights than anyone else does. So one of the things you know is what I'm putting in the chat there, which is Hell Knight recruits will test themselves against us. The Hell Knights are made up of mercenary companies that model themselves on the order and discipline of Hell. While not exclusively tied to Cheliax, they have a strong connection with the nation. Gathering information. Wilgus, you pick up some quick information, which is information about Breach Hill. That's basically that Breach Hill is a small town in the northeast of Isger. It's a prosperous community with an elected council and a monthly tradition of hiring adventurers to manage any unusual problems they're facing.
I know a legend about a town council meeting that was interrupted by fire elementals.
There you
and
go.
The heroes that protected them.
Hell yeah. And then this other one is basically just information about Cheliax, where you...
Is this me too, or is this somebody else?
That's you as well. Cheliax is an absolute monarchy located on the southwestern coast of Avestan, ruled by Queen Abigail Thurun II. Their national religion is diabolism, and the country models its government on the bureaucracy of hell. And then make me one more recall knowledge, anyone, particularly if you have devil lore or religion.
Can't remember.
Either
Let me
of
double
those.
check.
Jeff, you're not
I
in the
have
square.
Figorian lore, and I don't have religion, so nope. I don't.
There you go.
All right. Bo, you're not in the muster here square.
All right.
Friggin' Jeff.
All right. So, all right. So I don't think anyone gets anything on that one. Ain't no thing. All right. So you each have 2 hero points. So as you travel north across, you travel across the bridge that goes over Breach Creek into the north half of Breach Hill, where signs of the the Hell Knight occupation and fighting that followed that occupation are more evident. past the barricades and Eagle Knight patrols, the town is quieter, holding its breath. Signs of skirmishes litter the streets. A few broken pieces of armor here, discarded weapons there. Windows are shuttered, doors barricaded, with only the occasional glimpse of people still inside. A few doors are broken open, other buildings gutted with fire. Notices posted by the Hell Knights tell of the crimes of the former occupants. The empty gallows in the nearby square casts a long shadow. There is an exploration activity here called Guiding Civilians, which basically for each civilian group that you help and are then guiding, one PC must perform this Guide Civilians exploration activity as opposed to avoid notice and do the other stuff, right? Just one. If a PC has the celebrity dedication or similar feats, they can lead up to 2 groups, but otherwise each group requires one PC to lead it. And all it is all the Guide Civilians activity is keeping you from being able to do other stuff like defend, avoid notice, search, because you're guiding civilians as your primary thing. But secondarily, if you start a combat encounter while you're guiding civilians, you can choose to roll diplomacy, intimidation, or performance to determine your initiative. Okay? So I think that's probably only going to matter for Wilgus. I don't think anybody else is enough of a party face skill haver that they would want to roll that over perception. But just to mention. So, okay. So, so you're going to be able to, so this is telling me how many civilian groups you can help, because there's a secondary success condition for this mission based on how many groups you help. I guess I would have my boy Renzi using search to keep an eye out for things.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I would be using on the boy here. So I'm not good at searching. I'm not really an investigator.
Sounds like you're gonna guide group.
Yeah, we don't have a group yet.
Well, yeah, when the time comes, that. But until then, I don't know, maybe scout or something.
Have stealth.
Okay. Do you have a shield?
My bad.
I do not have a shield.
Yeah,
I guess.
If you don't have a shield and you don't want to avoid notice, and I mean, it never hurts to have more people searching, but we have 2 right now doing it. So I mean, I would just probably scout. Okay, so it takes 5 minutes to get to Caden's Keg. And when we get there, you find the stout, well-kept tavern, fortified and battle-scarred. Arrows are scattered around the street, and a battering ram lies discarded outside the door. The sounds of celebration and laughter mock the writ of closure hung there. A shout from above precedes an arrow bouncing off the cobbles. "Bryn! The cowards have come back for more!" A woman's head peeks out at the Pathfinders below, then briefly disappears back inside before a loud smack echoes from within. "Roger Woodall! No Hell Knight company has ever looked like that lot." The woman's head reappears, this time wearing a beaming smile. "Hello and welcome to the Keg. If you're friends, come in for a drink, and if you're not, you're welcome to a fight."
We definitely don't want to fight. We have been sent to get you out, to evacuate you back to where the Eagle Knights have a safe zone for civilians.
Okay. So after she says what she said about if your friends come in for a drink and if not, you're welcome to a fight. Her head like disappears in the window again. So you got to go inside to have that conversation.
So we stand there waiting, no response.
Well, shit.
So
I wasted my speech.
So Renzi says, "Well, look, let's go in. We have to convince them to come with us, right?"
In we go.
So,
It looks loud in there.
So inside, Caden's keg is a favored spot. Caden's keg is a favored spot for a meal and a pint of ale in Breach Hill. Doubles as a temple to Caden Kalian. So it's like a tavern that doubles as a temple to Caden, which makes sense. So the head priestess and proprietor whose head you saw sticking out of the window comes down and invites you in.
Enchanté.
She looks like she's a female human cleric of Caden Kalian. She says, "Well, obviously, unlike Roger thought, you are clearly not Hell Knights." She said, please come in. And
I don't think the Hell Knights take halflings.
And
Black
Just
jackets.
pricks.
Black jackets are known and recognizable by the black jackets we wear, right?
I would think so. I would think so. It would kind of be a thing where like the NPC would have to recall knowledge to see if they know anything about the black jackets, though, right? Because they may just be a really insular commoner who doesn't know shit. But certainly anyone who's traveled or knows about, Druman culture or factions would notice them. Maybe when you come in, some like drunken member of the town or whatever's like, "Hey, look, it's a black jacket mark. Don't start a fight with that one." So the crowd inside of here is that the townspeople here managed to drive back the Hell Knights that were sent to arrest them and refused to close the tavern. So they're like rowdy and determined. And when you tell them like, "Hey, you need to like come with us. You're in danger if you stay here," they don't realize or respect the danger coming necessarily. So what's the sort of approach you want to take here? So the way this is worded for me is basically like, unless noted otherwise, the skill DCs for convincing these people are 15. And the PCs need to achieve a number of successes equal to half the number of PCs, so 2 in this case, to persuade the civilians to trust them. And each PC may attempt 1 check. So each of 4 of us can make an attempt, but we have to get 2 successes or we're not going to convince this group. So it's going to take 10 minutes for us to perform the tasks. Caden's Keg tasks are typically going to be charisma things or relevant lores. It says reduce the DC by 2 for lore skills or clever solutions and role playing. So you guys tell me. You can tell me as simply as I'm going to use diplomacy, or you can tell me like I want to use my warfare lore to convince them in this way, and you'll get a lower DC. Or if you just whatever.
What I was going to do is use my warfare lore to talk about how this building is not a viable defensive structure. They're very vulnerable to attack here should the Hell Knights return. And that, there's no chance that most of them would even be able to escape if that did happen due to the layout of the building.
Okay. So, for Vo, one of the options that you can do here is challenge some of the townspeople inside here, Caden worshippers especially, to a drinking contest and make a fortitude save with success counting as a success. So I just want to make sure that's an option too. It's not. It doesn't just have to be the ones they give me is Diplomacy, Caden
Share.
Kalian lore, Intimidation, Performance, Fortitude for a drinking contest, or Pathfinder Society / Warfare lore. So go ahead and roll me Warfare lore, Daniel,
Damn.
please. I have an inline roll, but it's going to be a DC 16, and the DC is actually 14 for this. So they don't have it.
Share.
Nice.
All right, so that's one of the 2 successes you need out of the 4 rolls. So who wants to go next?
Yeah, I got an idea.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use diplomacy, but I'm also going to use my purely telekinetic message spell to like plant some doubts about their safety in a few of like who looks to be like the loudest, like most influential, like the this Roger Woodall or whatever, plus this chick, and kind of plant some doubts in their head with my purely telepathic message as I'm trying to use diplomacy on them, trying to kind of let their own natures help me.
Okay.
Let's see here. Diplomacy. Yep, that tracks.
Okay.
Get to your points.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead because my whole thing is being like the face guy. I don't want to fail at that.
Channel your inner Jamie and re-roll the first roll of the night.
So
Jamie, it was for you, baby.
so says we have a viewer. I don't know if that's Jamie. I told her to type in Discord if she wants to commentate on anything on the stream. Not in the Twitch chat, because I'm not going to see or hear that there's anybody in the Twitch chat. I'm not going to be checking it, but Discord will. No, I think I'm on streamer mode, so I probably won't hear it if there's a Discord ping. I think it's silenced.
If it is Jamie, I'm sorry, Jamie. I already killed your character.
All right, so that manages to get you the 2 successes you need. Jeff, is Vo the type of character that would like be in the while they're doing that? Is he the type of character who would be like, "Look, you got to come with us. If I beat you in a drinking contest, you're coming with us," and like go do a challenge like that, or would he just kind of hang back?
No, he'd do that.
All right. So there's a Fortitude save you can make to represent.
And you get alcohol poisoning and are sickened for the rest of the
Right?
quest.
You fail.
All right, nice. So Renzi just kind of watches you guys do your thing because as soon as we go in here, you all start going to work, and he can see quickly that you guys are like getting the crowd on your side. You managed to convince. So I think Bryn. I think Bryn Tythe. She says. If you get the. She says, I think I can stay safe, here, and if anyone else comes in, I'll tell them to find you and follow you. If anyone else comes, she said, but I think you've convinced the crowd to evacuate. So you were successful here. As a reward for your being successful here, I'm putting an effect called "The Crowd Loves Us" on all of your characters, because this rowdy Caden Kalian / ale loving crowd is just kind of passively cheering you on and hyping you up as you lead them, and that "Crowd Loves Us" buff is giving you a +1 status bonus to attack rolls and damage, as though a Courageous Anthem spell.
We got a bard with us, baby.
So we like that.
Right?
But I need to change my effect now to like lead people or whatever.
Yeah, just
take off.
Just
scouting.
take that one off. Yeah, I'm not gonna manually create a new effect for it. But yeah, you're guiding civilians now. Just remember that if we get into an encounter, you can roll diplomacy, intimidation, or performance if you wish while doing that. So then the next place we were going was Le Mans Lament. So we head there. It takes 10 minutes to get there, or it takes 5 minutes to get there. And bits of the street on this end of town are torn up and muddy. The alley's full of refuse and debris. The welcoming sign for Le Mans Lament is a beacon amid the worn-down surroundings, but the building itself has been ransacked, doors and windows smashed, curtains torn, flowers trampled. Inside, cots and bedding are ripped apart, food and drink have been discarded, and every nook and cranny has been flung open, their contents scattered. So we're kind of cutting to you guys already being inside of Le Mans Lament. So you're inside of there. You see a few injured people listlessly work to clean the wreckage. One human woman in a headscarf and chef's apron is nursing a black eye as she searches the kitchen for an intact pot or pan. Blessings, friends. I'm afraid there's nothing to eat, but you're welcome to rest here. She eyes the armed newcomers more closely. She says, we've nothing left to take and want no trouble. Hardly anyone left here anyway.
We don't seek to cause trouble. We are actually evacuating civilians.
So,
and if you need food or drink, I'm sure some of these drunks, some of these bar patrons back here probably brought pretzels and beer with them.
So I don't think the person who they commissioned for this woman's art got the memo, because her description is Renata Gilroy, parentheses, downtrodden female human chef, okay? And it tells me that she is quiet but deeply kind and finances this at her own expense. I personally do not think this fits that description.
She looks pissed.
She looks like she's yelling at a sous chef for burning something. But that's her, and she says, oh, thank goodness you're with the Pathfinder Society. She says, could you help? She says the Hell Knights rousted the kitchen looking for criminals and spies hiding among the poor. She said they injured the staff, they scattered the patrons. She said if you could help, she says, I could use help either finding the patrons who are hiding around here. They're still hiding because they think the Hell Knights are still here. Or help me get the kitchen running again so the hungry will be enticed to come back to the kitchen.
We're trying to evacuate you. You want us to help cook dinner?
She says, if you can help me, she says, look, you can just if you want to just try to find the people and evacuate them, that's fine. But I'm just saying, if you help me get a nice smelling stew going, some of these people hiding may come out enticed by the smell, and then you'll be able to more easily evacuate them. Whatever, if you guys want to, the things that it's looking for you to roll here are things like perception, but also potentially stealth, survival for tracking, underworld lore, society, or cooking lore. But as always, if you have a creative idea, then just hit me with it. I think Renzi, I think, says, look, I'm pretty good at finding tracks. I'll look for some footprints and work off that. Oh shit, they got all the checks in the same card. I don't think I knew you could do that. All right, so I'm gonna have Renzi here roll survival. Okay, so that's a success. So he manages to track some people and find them. Who else wants to jump in here?
What would a society? I'm good at society. What would that be here? Like gathering info to find out where they might be.
I think that
cultural foods they like and help get those aromas going. Baking cookies.
to me, society here is, as opposed to using survival or perception to like look for people hidden, it's like just moving around until you find someone hidden, and then using society to convince them, like, you know, almost like diplomacy, where you're just convincing them. You're like, hey, look, I'm a nice guy. I'm trying to save your life. Come with me.
Glenn says,
Well, I'm no good in the kitchen. Everything I make tastes like charcoal, or as though a goblin made it. No offense, though. I'm gonna go look for people.
and he walks out the door and tries to find people.
All
And
right.
fails miserably.
Okay. So, Wilgus or
Jeff?
Vo?
Jeff, your turn.
Put the pressure on me. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll perception. Just kind of walking around looking for.
Maybe we go together and I'm really bad at it and you're really good at it.
Yeah, maybe team up, kinda. All right. So that's 2 successes. That's enough to convince, to help gather the patrons that are still hiding. You find quite a few of these civilians that are just like. Some of them had some pretty good hiding spots. You don't want to be playing hide and seek with some of these breach Hellions over here. So the benefit you get for this location is the patrons are good at avoiding trouble and notice. So once per group, so you got 1 group of these. So once, whatever PC is guiding them can turn a critical failure into a regular failure during an infiltration challenge. Presumably, there's going to be an infiltration challenge coming up. So, so Have, if I put this down, will you make note of that for us?
Yep.
So, all right, and then I believe so we leave. You got this group of rowdy drunks, and then good people who are good at hide and seek, basically. these poor soup kitchen fed, people who are gladly following your lead to help them get to safety. They are some of them are very scared of the Hell Knights coming back for them again.
I thought we could only lead 1 group at a time.
Each character.
Each person. I'm leading 1. One of you
Oh.
fuckers has to lead 1.
Yeah,
I'm
each-
just doing investigate. Okay, I'll drop my investigate and then do lead 1 as well.
Okay. Yeah, each PC can lead a group unless you have like the celebrity dedication or something like that, but you can't even have that at level 1, so I don't know why the fuck they even mentioned. Oh, well, no. This is for levels 1 through 4. Yeah, this total side note, but Jeff, Daniel, I thought this was really impressive. Hey, I was telling Have about this. Metamorphic, who makes these premium APs now for Paizo, I'm sure it was part of their contracts, not like they were just going above and beyond for nothing. But when you run Pathfinder Society at like a shop, the GM has to go like, okay, these characters are level 3 and there's 6 of them, so I add up these challenge points. Okay, so based on that, this encounter involves these level of creatures now instead of this level, right? They have a macro here that does that for me.
Nice.
So I could run the macro and say I got 4 players level 1, and it scales all of the challenges to be for a level 1 party. But if you guys were level 4, it would do that. I thought I was really impressed by that. So you guys then began to head to the Reliant Book Company, where a small group. Wait a minute. I'm gonna keep changing my ambiances here. North Breach Hill. Small group of unarmed townspeople stumble through the street, all bruised and beaten. They hesitate before a halfling woman steps forward. Please, by the Founder's grace, are you with the Pathfinders? I heard they might be coming to town, and you have the look of travelers and adventurers.
Well, some of us are with the Pathfinders, but yeah, we're here to help.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're all helping the Pathfinder Society, even if you're not a member of them, right? You're helping on this job for you, even if it's not because you're a part of the Pathfinder Society, right? She says.
So
Oh, go ahead.
So they would have reached out to the Black Jackets and engaged in a mercenary contract to help with this.
Yeah, maybe there weren't enough new recruits that they needed some more bodies, and maybe they hired some black jackets, or in Have's case, he has ties with the Steel Falcons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Steel Falcons are the faction of the Andoran Eagle Knights who are fighting in Citadel Altarian right now. So he's like, he's not strong enough to be with them inside the Citadel, but he's got the juice for this.
And how's Jeff
Stupid enough either.
linked to the Pathfinders? How's Vo? And
Well, he's part of
for
the-
that matter.
Yeah, Renzi's just like a budding Pathfinder Society agent or whatever. He got his druid powers, and he's like, I'm a poor ass little rat folk bitch. I can't feed my 20 kids at home. I need some money, and the Pathfinder Society pays.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that for him. Yeah. What
Bo?
about Bo?
For his past, the whole haunted and ghost hunter and stuff, he wanted to be part of the Verdant Seal.
Oh, okay.
They
So
understand.
he actually
Yeah,
killed with one of the PFS factions. Nice.
Yeah, he understands like the need to go get powerful artifacts and everything, but there's always some downside to going to retrieve such items, and he wants to ensure that those enemies and type stuff is put to rest.
I remember you mentioning that faction in your background now. Yeah, very cool. So, so she says, thieves robbed us when we tried to reach the town hall. They've holed up in the abandoned bookstore. I think they have Aaron.
I'll ask the obvious question.
Who's Aaron?
Yeah. So this is the woman who's talking to you.
Stop.
She's a halfling, and she says, my name is Iola Chandler. All right, hold on a second.
You can't steal my spot.
Where do they tell me who this motherfucker is? Ah, here we go. She's
I assume he's hostage, but
I spent way too much time looking in here for it to tell me something about Aaron, and what it says is the robbers caught her friend Aaron in the confusion. So she says, Aaron, he's my friend. He's a halfling too, and he's my friend. Please rescue him. Don't let these thieves hurt him.
how despicable. Taking advantage of a situation like this to loot and pillage and rob poor and defenseless halflings.
What can you tell me about these thieves?
She says, dun-dun-dun. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. She says, she says, they're she says, all I can tell you is a bunch of hoes. No, I'm just kidding. She said they robbed us. We tried to reach the town hall. She said there were only two of them, but they were scary. She says one of them is like a were rat, not like a nice rat folk like him, but like the scary kind. Renzi laughs because he's like, yeah, were rats are different than rat folk, and she says the other bandit was a halfling with he was carrying a frying pan, and if you know what a halfling sling staff is, he had one of those.
Two of our deadliest weapons.
She said, indeed.
Frying pans are actually deadly.
Fatal.
Oh, fatal.
A dangerous weapon indeed in the hands of a halfling. We should be wary.
All right. So she says, what does she say? She says, I think she says the windows of the bookshop are boarded up and the door is locked. She says that you might be able to find a way to sneak in, and so there's like an effect I can give you that will give you a +1 circumstance bonus on your initiative check in this next part if you conceal your approach. Like basically, is just going to
We
depend.
have we can get a critical failure into a failure on an infiltration. So
All right.
bounces an infiltration, but
So here you guys are outside of the bookstore and the abandoned bookshop. Let me see. La 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 la. So maybe go ahead and move your dudes around to like get and
Where's
picture.
the door? Can we see the door?
So where you were coming from, you were behind the bookstore. So the front door of the bookstore is down here.
There's no windows.
All right, hold a second. Let me see. Bookshop.
You know, we need not take a stealthy approach. I don't think there's a door on Galorian that could stop Vo.
Definitely wouldn't be a quiet entrance, though.
I'm clinking around in like heavy armor.
All right. So yeah, I think Renzi says yeah, why don't we just bust right in? Let's just I don't see why not. So if you want to kick the door in, you can force it open with this, and
We don't really have a stealthy thievery guy.
ooh, it was a close one,
Yeah, why not?
but a failure.
Oh my god!
Wait a minute. You're not supposed to be able to get below 10 on a reroll.
Hold on a second. So I used a module. I use a module that is supposed to. Okay, I see. Yeah, I used a module that was supposed to let me copy all my settings from like the Kingmaker game and stuff over to this one, but a lot of the module settings didn't copy over, and I didn't have time to go pour through all of them to check them. I just turned that setting back on, so if you had gotten a natural 10, you would have gotten a 17, and that would have succeeded. So, so you succeed. You didn't critically succeed, so the door breaks. So you just smash the door. Is it with your axe or do you kick it in?
Probably the axe. Just a big overhand right in the center. Poke my head through like the Shining or whatever it is. Look around.
here's a Vogie.
Hold on just a second. Star.
What do you see, Vo?
What the old goblin eyes see.
Like a kitchen.
Oh yeah, so this is gonna be like immediately into a
Pie.
battle because
Pie.
you hear as soon as you kick the door in, you hear voices that are like, somebody's breaking in.
They're on to it.
All right, let me get some.
We were so stealthy too.
Let me put on some tunes here.
Okay, so what the hell do I gotta do? Drag this effect to myself? Oh, hang on. It's got a free action thing. I missed it. Yes.
Change this to diplomacy.
Yeah, I must not have that automated to like auto put it on, but yeah.
Okay. 10 hit points. Everything looks good. Cool.
Yeah, put your
Did we have weapons drawn?
yeah, put the
I mean, I guess I just hit the door, so yeah.
If you're kicking the door down to a place where you know there's bad guys, I think that everyone would definitely have the weapons drawn. Faux show. Not Renzi. He carries a spear, but he doesn't typically actually carry it. He just has his shield in an empty hand usually. Is this? Oh, okay. It is playing. It just wasn't very loud. There we go. All right, so Wilgus Wittershins is
It's going to delay.
open things up for us.
I'm going to delay till after Vo.
This guy charges over here. You see this little halfling. And you see him.
Halfling sling staff is a two-handed weapon.
What?
Halfling sling staff is a two-handed weapon. That person's wielding it in one. They're cheating.
Oh, you mean because of the art? Yeah.
Yeah.
So but right now he has his sling staff, and he is about to fucking sling a.
Renzi.
He's gonna fling a stock. He's gonna fling a rock at Bo. And does
This is
do
no
that.
fair. You'll never target your own character.
fucking A right, I won't. No, so the halfling does this and then puts away the sling staff and gets a frying pan out, and then it's Bo's turn.
I'm gonna step
Step you step, we step.
and then attempt to swing.
Bye.
I don't. Okay.
I'd like to say good night to
Oh.
this poor halfling. Didn't get to hit anyone with her frying pan, and Vo Flickerbig just annihilates her with a great axe sized for an ogre. Like this thing's blade. The blade of your great axe must be like as big as your whole body.
And then I'm gonna back out of the room
All right.
and in turn.
I think when Renzi sees Bo, like actually, because you just met, but he saw how huge the axe was, but I think he just thought. I think it's different when he sees him actually like draw it and then use it in a fight where it's like I think you just see Renzi turn to like Wilgus and Glenn and just look back and forth and just be like mouth like what the fuck.
Makes all kinds.
All right, Wilgus.
Well, fucking Jeff was supposed to be my protector and fucking didn't. So fuck you, Jeff.
He's trying to make the enemy come.
I learned a
to you.
long time ago about rushing ahead, so.
I mean, you can keep delaying. You can just keep delaying.
Like I see this guy's here. I guess I would just have to make a check to target him if I wanted to target him with something.
Yeah, it's like dark in there, so he's hidden from you. Like you see him moving around in the dark, but you don't have dark vision, so you can't see him clearly.
Oh, I was the wrong halfling type. I should have been a halfling type that got dark vision. I'm an idiot. I'm going to.
Yeah, after Sumina, I probably won't play anything not dark visioned.
Yeah, I'm gonna like forbidden thought cantrip. I'm not gonna amp it. I don't feel like I need to amp it.
Yeah, Renzi has dark
Uh,
vision. Oh
That
my
looks good.
god. Me wanty.
Marinated chicken on a stick and rice.
Oof. Oof. Meanwhile, my fucking wife's in Oklahoma and I got no goddamn dinner.
Fuck you, Jamie.
I got no dinner. To make my own dinner.
Look at that 20 on the fucking flat check.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh,
Okay.
I was excited, but I guess that's not really how this works. I don't even know what
so-
the fuck Forbidden Thought does, so let's talk about it. You place a psychic lock in a foe's mind that prevents it from a specific action. Okay. If the creature attempts that action, it must surmount your lock.
Yeah.
God damn. Dude, you know what's fucking sick, Have? We've been playing Pathfinder and Foundry for 30 years, and and I just realized this is the thing you can do. If you right-click that card, you can pop out just that card. So you have like your save and your inline buttons ready for you when you need them.
Oh, cool.
Isn't that fucking badass? Okay, so what are you locking it from?
Striding. If it moves, it's gonna.
That's a kick-ass
Take
cantrip,
damage.
dude. What the hell? All right.
Well,
so
they can only do it once per minute per target, but yeah.
Huh.
And then I'm from here. I'm going to also demoralize it. I'm going to yell at it and call it a bunch of dirty fucking names for hiding in the dark.
he hasn't gotten to act. He doesn't want to hide in the dark. He just doesn't get to move yet.
Well, I'm doing it
you
this
just
way anyway.
you just blasted the door in on him and surprised the fuck out of him.
You don't want it? Well, it's not skin, baby. It's
And filled anyway, so.
marinade.
Imagine Wilgus just accidentally kills the guy you're supposed to be rescuing, Aaron.
That would be funny.
No, you can tell this guy's were-rat shaped. You know, he's hidden, but he's not like. It's not like you can't tell he's were-rat shaped.
He's not friend shape.
Yeah. Okay. So it's Renzi's turn. Do I not got this host set up to be party aligned? No, I do. This thing is supposed to be disposition tinting, so I don't know why I'm not. Does everyone else see it? Doesn't it look like teal, the turn marker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it looks teal instead of green on me. Anyways, whatever. Renzi's like, I'm not gonna be the first one to run in there. And he like backs up over here, I think. I'm not even gonna cast. I'm not even gonna cast like electric arc or anything because I don't want to accidentally. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, I am. Because for reasons I can't explain, I think this enemy might be level 2. So I think
Meta knowledge.
I think he's got enough. Well, I didn't want to accidentally one-shot him, and you don't get to use your cool spell because I'm a shitty little NPC. So I'm just gonna electric arc this dude. Wait a minute, am I 30 feet? Yeah. All right. So you see Renzi
Jumps over, hits Aaron.
You see Renzi's no, you target 1 or 2. He doesn't target the other one. For reasons I can't explain, Renzi knows that the other hidden guy in there is not his foe. Well, actually, Renzi can't even see Aaron right now, but Renzi has dark vision, so I have clear vision anyway. Anyways, so he takes his empty hand and just like waves it around in the air a little bit, and you see him blast a little electric arc cantrip. And then it's this guy's turn, and he's like, well, Renzi can really clearly see it. Wilgus maybe less so, but you can see it. You can see him like he looks like he's fighting against his own mind, and he goes to stride. Now, if it attempts, okay, so there's not a chance of disruption here. It's just damage, right? Dave?
Didn't realize I was muted. Yeah, it's just a basic save and he takes damage. He's good. He gets to do his action. It doesn't actually lock him out of his action. It's just.
Yeah, I was just making sure there wasn't a chance for disruption on a crit fail or whatever before I moved him.
No.
Okay, so he ends up taking 2 damage in order to be able to stride. He's gonna stride all the way out here. Say. Rat empathy. Fuck yeah, dude. Actually, that would be dumb. He's not going to come all the way out here. He's going to come over here, and then he is going to use a hand crossbow he has. He is going to try to... okay, so actually he's already hidden from you, isn't he? So I think he can tell that you don't got a good view of him. So he's just gonna shoot this hand crossbow. Did that not make you flat-footed or off guard?
AC is 16.
Okay, so he does hit you. You got a little precision damage against off-guarders, so he's gonna hit you with a hand crossbow to the tune of 5 damage.
I should point out that Josh attacked me first and hit me first for damage first. Just pointing that out to everybody.
You psychic locked
Okay.
them, okay? You asked for this.
You hit it with electricity.
Maybe you shouldn't stand in the open, Wilgus.
Had nowhere else I could go.
It really was you over Renzi just because Renzi has cover from him and you don't. All right?
The knee is killing me. I'm just giving you shit because you would give me shit.
I know.
As it should be.
Okay, so he is. So I've seen how Renzi is party aligned, but his disposition tent is treating him like an NPC, not a actual owned PC, because he isn't owned by any of y'all fellas. All right.
You all can stride, and Jeff, I'm giving you the free reaction.
So how does your
That means I have
aura?
to come closer though, right? Yeah.
No, you just have to end up inside my aura.
How's that go around corners?
Oh, okay.
Well, I
Guess I
mean,
could
it's
just-
just
oh.
the, the line of effect just means like before. You know what I mean? You guys are all in line of effect of his banner and everything right now. So.
I'm gonna just kind of come and like put my back against this wall right here.
Yeah, I think. Renzi's,
Gah.
just up here.
Jeff, are you in melee range with the enemy?
Yes.
Here's the cool thing. I don't have to see the enemy.
All right, so, are tactics not like operative, or envoy things? Can you use more
I
than
thought you could only do
tactic
one
in a round?
tactic around.
While you can use multiple tactic actions in a round, a character cannot respond to more than one tactic per round, regardless of source.
Oh,
So-
well, that's lame. I gave him a free reaction so that he could then use his real reaction.
No, it's fine. You didn't know, and you planned your turn around it, so I'm gonna like let it go off, but which is something we learned. So
Yeah.
So go ahead and use strike hard.
Well, then sudden charge really comes in valuable.
Yeah, exactly, because you may.
I did swing. I missed. I swung right before he spit out strike hard because he said he was going to do it, so I just kind of moved and attacked.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was your actual turn, but it wasn't. Oh, okay. So does that ends Glenn Gladfellow's turn, right?
Yep.
Is he what's it like when he's calling out these commands? Like he's
Well,
like,
he's waving his banner around, pointing at you, all directing you verbally. You know,
nice.
I don't think I shout the actual name of the tactic or whatever, but
Gather to me, strike hard.
yeah.
Omni slash.
Oh, I assumed it spoke common. Oh well, I don't speak rat folk anyway, so. All right, I'm gonna try to hit it.
It does speak common.
You just failed because you suck.
You rolled a 15.
Yeah, it says
It failed.
Okay.
it says failure parentheses speaks the language. I don't know why it has that, but yeah, it
Jesus fucking Christ.
So we're not getting our missed by, failure by thing. Is that intentional, or is that something you haven't changed the setting on?
Yeah, I noticed that too. But
I mean, I'm seeing it, but it must just be settings I haven't got right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't see it either.
That's fine. I don't care either way. I just want to make sure what's
Alright.
on my side of things.
Oh no!
going well.
He's on fire, burning up.
All right, so it's dark in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast light on, flick on Vo, so I can see shit.
He gets pissy right away. He's like, if the light originates from me, I can't use my shadows for intimidation.
The light is on one side of you, so you
Okay.
can still use your shadow for intimidation.
It's on your butt. Only on your butt.
And then I am going to use my last action for an amped. Well, hold on a second. If I amp that, it lets him step or stride, which he doesn't want to do. So I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna shoot the fool. Yep, I'm just gonna shoot him with my little pistola.
Hell yeah, brother.
If I can find it, there it is.
I think I changed the metagame settings so where you guys will see the info in the cards, right?
Okay, my pistol doesn't make that loud a noise. It's an air gun. But yeah, I missed. So
You can customize the sound if you want. I actually have it's a great value. It's like $1.50 a month for a Patreon that has like a shitload of sound effects to tie to like the different animations and all that stuff. We can try to find one that's better suited for it. All right, and all right. So, Lindsay is. Does cover apply to? Cover applies to reflex saves against damage, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it does. Ooh, wait a minute. Reflex saves against area effects.
Yeah.
So even though this guy's got at least standard cover from me, I can actually fucking Timbus Surge his ass, and he doesn't get a bonus. Hell yeah. Alright, so Rennie starts whipping up a bigger lightning spell than the electric arc, and you see a sort of storm of violent winds and crackling lightning starts swirling in this guy's space. He's a bitch for succeeding the save, though. This is like the greatest focus spell in this whole game. D12 damage and clumsy 2 for a round if they fail. Fucking ridiculous. Anyways, takes 1 damage. So that's unfortunate.
Big damn.
Big damn.
Hang on a minute.
I kind of don't have much to do with my...
I don't think my weapon is set up right.
Bitch.
Casting guidance on someone isn't helpful because we have that one buff, so I'm just gonna dance for my last action.
Dance,
What do you think
with
is
my
not
hands.
set up right?
I don't have clumsy on. Do I just need to add that to myself? I clicked large weapon when I got the weapon, but
Size medium that's the size your great axe is set to right now. There you go. You didn't have it set to large, you had it set to medium.
okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing, you might have thought because you're small. Well,
Maybe.
Well, you just said you chose something, so it might be that the system prompts you, but it prompts you wrong because like it might have thought instead of a small great axe, I'll give him a medium one,
Yeah.
but it needed to give you a large one.
Yeah, when
That's
I
a-
hit purchase or whatever, it had a little checkbox that said large question mark.
Yeah, well,
I was like, yeah, but
yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah, I guess it didn't make it large. Yeah, it did. Oh yeah, because it actually didn't do your rage damage right because of that actually.
Yeah.
Because your
okay.
rage damage, your damage should be plus 11 flat modifier right now, and it only did plus 7.
Jesus.
Yeah, John Instinct Barbarian. It wasn't. It wasn't on this guy, anyways, right?
No, I haven't hit this guy
It
yet.
was the dead guy.
Yeah.
So what happened was you killed the dead guy even harder than we thought. But all right, so this guy, he's going to swap his hand crossbow. He's gonna like wait a minute. Yeah, no, I mean he doesn't know you got a fucking reactive strike. Do you have reactive strike?
I don't.
Oh,
No.
duh.
Level 6, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a fighter. Pardon me for always thinking you're a fighter, Jeff. It's just built into my brain, I guess. Which is funny because it's not like you even played fighters more than you played other stuff. Whatever. Whatever. So he swaps his hand crossbow. Not well, actually doesn't swap it. He just oh yeah, he does. Swaps to a short sword in one hand. So he's gonna try and strike you with a short sword.
He almost crit your ass.
Yep.
He's gonna hit you. He's going to should have %1,000,000% should have done this on the first action, but I'm a dumbass because he would have crit you if I did this first and he succeeded, which he didn't anyway though. So he's before the second strike he makes, he's gonna try and feint to get you off guard. Woo! If I actually feinted and got you off guard and then crit you, and he does sneak attack on crit, I might have done something nasty
Yeah.
to you. And then with his last action, he's gonna slash
But-
at you with an agile claw. Right. There we go. I was like, for some reason my damage rolls were previewing. I mean, not for some reason. It's apparently defaulted to that on. And next up is Glenn Gladfellow.
Okay. I'm going to do a tactical takedown targeting Vo and myself because commanders count as squad mates for purposes of their own tactics. I'm going to stride in here.
Okay. So you can stride
Jeff,
up
you
to
can-
half your speed, right?
Yep. Wait.
So
half? Hold on.
I was gonna say, if this goes on at the same time, like I think I
need
would
to
know.
move, Yeah.
I think I would know. I mean, 15 feet. I can't
and
do
I'll
that
just come
quite.
in. You can just move anywhere. It doesn't matter.
Half my speed though, right? 25.
Up to half your speed. Yeah, so you can only go
Yeah,
10 if
so
you're
10.
25.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
so
then I'll
you,
go here,
yeah.
Almost.
and then
Well,
he has.
he,
to
wa-
make
he
a
wasn't
dec-
doing he wasn't doing it specifically to get a flank, Jeff. He was doing it because he might trip the guy. You see what the tactic does?
Oh shit.
If you both end adjacent to the guy, he has to make this reflex save.
Of course.
Damn it.
This is
But I love that tactic. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, there didn't work out. But this guy's pretty high reflex, so he was able to avoid.
man,
the
we
thing.
are on fire.
Oh no!
Hell yeah, baby.
Right?
Nothing's working. Literally
Alright.
nothing is working.
Step, target,
Now he's flanking.
swing twice.
All right. Oh my god.
Oh no! I've been cut. Not bloodied
Oh,
yet,
no.
though.
That's it.
Can we have like +1 striking weapons already?
Nope. Nope.
All right, so I am going to free action unleash Psyche because I forgot to last round, and I did cast a spell last round anyway, so I still can do it. Unleash.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to unleash on round 2, genius. Not Just kidding. Sorry.
Yeah, you definitely are. Okay, so 2
What does that do?
rounds.
Oh, never mind. I see it.
It gives him like
Casting a
sorcerer. It gives
damaging
him like sorceress
spell.
potency, so status bonus
Yeah.
to damage, but it also lets him do a bunch of cool single action psyche stuff.
Mhm. I'm going to use Dos Acciones to telekinetic projectile and like launch a cup or something off of that table behind him into his face.
Cool.
Luke.
We're gonna do bludgeoning.
Is that amped or no amped?
Can't amp that.
Oh, that one's not an amped one for you.
No,
Gotcha.
I'm not telekinetic.
Nice. We love the sorcerer's potency. Wait a
And
minute.
then
We gave you +2 damage.
level.
Oh fuck! So you get like you get double sorcerer's potency. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, but I only get it for 2 rounds, and then I
Yeah.
get stupefied. So there is a downside.
Ooh,
I get stupefied, and then I'm going to use my 1 action restore the mind on Vo and give him hit points.
Okay. Pretend that I did this in a more timely manner and didn't have to just like actually add it to the world and everything. Oh god, I have it on like repeat mode. We're gonna get a lot of mileage out of that one. All right. Oh wait a minute. Never mind. Renzi's gonna stay where he is. No, actually that's not true. Renzi's gonna run in here, and then he's gonna be like, "Hey, Big Axe Man, you thirsty?" He's gonna splash you with a rousing splash and give you some temp HP.
Nice.
that spell, if I wasn't a dumb shit, I would have put that on all 4 of us before we kicked this door down. It's actually a really great pre-buff spell when you're in dungeon and type environments. But I'm dumb. So now it's the Were-Rat's turn. And, I mean, honestly, I think Bo is, like, clearly the biggest threat to it right now on account of how fucking hard he hits. So now it's going to actually do the smart thing where it tries to feint you.
Bro.
And so you're not actually now...
Smoke weed every day.
You're off guard until the end of his next turn. So he's going to try to short sword
don't
you.
get crit.
Ooh, he misses.
Oh baby.
Alright. Yeah, if he had hit you with both of those with sneak attack, that might have been nasty. Sorry, I applied your damage. I didn't mean to.
It's okay.
So he fakes out Vo and kind of gets you off guard a little bit. Swings with his short sword, but you manage to dodge out of the way of it. He catches you a little bit with a claw, but not too bad. All right, Glenn.
I'm going to try to trip him. Oh, another 1? Oh no, a 4. Okay, yeah, great job. Jesus fucking Christ.
Are you gonna hero point it or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking hero point. Stupid shit. God. Alright, and then I'm going to command Vo to strike.
I was like getting ready to describe the crit fail of the trip, but we're not keeping it then. God. Giant instinct barb with a strike hard commander. Woo! Woo! Ooh, it almost dies.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing, I guess. Yeah.
One of these days, I won't be completely fucking worthless about tripping enemies and stuff too, which will be nice.
Maybe I'll roll a little better on my damage dice one day.
All right, so no, please don't, please don't. I don't need to see. I don't need to see a level 1 character doing 23 damage without a crit. I just don't.
No shit.
No, I'm just kidding. So you guys win Le Battle.
We have no status bonus to attacks either.
We actually do
Well,
right now.
well, you do because the rowdy crowd at the Caden Kalian
Yeah, I mean
thing,
in
but
general.
you don't in your
mean,
party.
our
You
party.
don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. All right. So these.
Aaron, I presume.
He says. He says yes. Yes. Oh, thank goodness you're not. You're not. You're the good guys. And says, could you help untie me? And
Of course.
he unrestrained him.
Psyche thing wears off, and I get stupefied for a second. I kind of grab my head like a headache, and then, ow.
So he says thank you so much for helping me get free. He says is Iola okay? It's the female merchant who asked you to save him.
I mean, she's like a Breach Hill 6.
He says so I think so you're supposed to be convincing Iola and the other people that are with her, and then this guy to come with you. Hold on a second. Don't go over there yet, please. There's a thing. So he's like, I'll go wait outside with the rest of the evacuees or whatever.
Take a moment to tend to our wounds.
Yeah. So Renzi is like, hey, yeah, let me try to touch you guys up.
Glenn checks on Vo and says,
Are you all right, big fella?
"You muted, Jeff."
Oh no!
That's weird. It's just a scratch.
It's only a flesh wound.
All right, so I'm gonna spend a hero point to not damage my new friend the first time I get my medicine kit out and make him afraid of me forever. Okay, that counts as a 10.
Oh no!
It doesn't count as a
Jesus
1 in
Christ.
400 shot to nat 1 into nat 1. God damn it.
Sucks to suck.
Why is it only showing damage?
How was that?
Because it rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
He hurt you.
again. Okay, yes.
So oh, there we go. Yeah, so here we go. What is my wait a minute, what is it?
Would have been a 17.
Does my treat wounds I gotta make sure I even know how much this shit heals. 2d8, okay. There we go. So there you get. There you go. You get 9 healing. And then so we're taking a total of 20 minutes, I guess. I'm gonna try to treat wounds on my boy Wilgus. Hey, there we go. Actually, did one without having to use a hero point.
Big
So
Appreciate your attentiveness.
We should see
Yes,
if there
sir.
are any more survivors.
all right, so Everybody, yeah. Everybody can try this perception check, and let's see if anyone notices this thing. Woo! Narrowly Wilgus Wittershins points out that this broken door to the research room has a spike trap.
Throw a sack of flour on it.
And dun, 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 dun. Door to the research room. Okay. All right. So you can we can just avoid it and whatnot and go through here.
Yeah, just threw a sack of flour on it, set it off so no one else gets caught on it.
Sure. So yeah, inside of here, the windows are all boarded up and everything like that, and there's no other there's like a research room, a bedroom, and then the storefront. But there are no there's no other survivors or anything in here, and there isn't like anything meaningful to find here. So we like I'm gonna take us back to the landing page where we basically are gonna pause for a break. Where at the point where we now have four groups of people, so we're all going to have to be using the exploration activity to lead them.
Isn't that 3 groups of people?
The at the third at the third location, I'm specifically instructed to have you get 2 groups worth of people at the third location. If your third location had been the Caden place, it would have been 2 groups of the rowdy people. It's because depending on how many groups you successfully rescue, it's like if there's a secondary success goal that it matters for. So Iola and Aaron and the people that are with them just count as 2 groups of survivors.
Gotcha.
Do you have a question, Jeff?
Yeah. Is that assume a roll?
No.
Oh no! There's no.
We're not gonna put anything there for it.
Oh, okay.
It's like made up for this society scenario.
Oh, okay.
I didn't put it into the game. Just don't worry about that. All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom real fast. Be right back.
No problem.
Oh, Harrison. Harris. Hey, did you need something, kiddo? Boom, 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 boom.
Oh my god, dude! It just hurts to fucking move.
Hurts to move. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's just like every move I make or that I take, it just hurts. Damn. Well, I was in the restroom, fucking brain rotting on Facebook for a second. I found out one of my elementary school friends I haven't heard of in fucking 30 years died in a car accident.
Oh no. That sucks.
We weren't real close, clearly, because we haven't seen each other in 30 years, but we used to hang out in elementary school.
Yeah, even if it's not somebody you, even if it's just somebody you remember being friends with in elementary school, I mean, it's a shame to hear somebody died, Um, doo, 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 doo.
Registered for my fall classes today.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've got a summer class that starts first week of June, and then I got 2 fall classes, doubling up next fall.
Anybody, anybody ever been to an Italian place in New Albany called Bella Roma?
I think I have. Is it kind of down near the Grand?
I think so. I think me and Jamie might have gone there once before. The reason I'm asking is because I just saw this news story on WDRB that they're moving to downtown Jeff. They're moving locations.
What is it?
I was asking, have you guys ever eaten at an Italian place in New Albany called Bella Roma?
No, but it is right by the Grand. Yeah. The only reason I've never eaten there is because they have a curated menu and you don't get to pick your food. They just serve whatever they're serving that evening.
Oh, that wasn't the case when I ate there.
Really? Hmm.
It's- I, I don't know if this
Because
is actually
I would not have eaten there if that were the case.
I don't know if this is actually even the place I'm thinking of. Me and Jamie ate at an Italian place in New Albany, like downtown New Albany, at one point. It might have been this place. I don't know. The subheader or whatever of this WDRB story says Bella Roma serves a variety of Italian dishes, including homemade pasta, pizza, salads, sides, and desserts. So it doesn't sound like a place you don't get to choose what you eat, but
A
maybe
few
it
years
is.
ago, I was going to take Mallory there,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't go because I looked online and it said the menu's curated.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, they're they're taking the over the location of something that was called Game on the River on East Riverside Drive. So we're moving to downtown Jeff. Whatever. I don't know. I like Italian food, so maybe I'll have to try it when it moves. Uh all right, all right, all right. Let's get back after it. Okay, so you're leading these groups of people. You got some rowdy drunks, some demure poor people, and some merchants, basically. And you're helping, and they're following you. Um, and maybe actually, maybe you're guiding them. Maybe you're just guiding them back to the leader guy. I don't know how. I don't know if they're gonna keep following you throughout this whole thing. We want them to though. We want these rowdy Cade and Kalian lovers to just keep following us. These MFs are basically a bard. Um. So okay. So what had happened is you are making your way around North Breach Hill, and
You said we're going downtown?
Making our way downtown, walking fast. Booty blast.
That's all I know.
Um. So
Something.
if
Then
you
you're
look at that,
homebound.
if you look at the Breach Hill map, you'll see the Pickled Ear at location 10 up towards the north. That's going to be a place that's relevant to us in a minute. The two crying drunks are stumbling down the street, leaning on each other. Oh, poor old Roxy. Give us another sip, Maddie. My cup has sprung a leak. The other lifts a shaggy pile of curls, peering at an empty glass. More mischief. The gods are cruel. We've lost our friend, our bar, and the blessing has left my own glass. Bad times are upon us, Perry. There's no doubt of it. Those wicked Hell Knights made short work of the ear and dear Roxy. What does Roxy even know about Bumble Brashers? The pair blearily come upon the gathered refugees. Okay, so we do have our people with us. The pair blearily come upon the gathered refugees, walking within a few feet before coming to a startled stop. What's this? And
What's this about the Bumble Brashers?
So we got this drunken human lady named Matilda, and then we got this drunken non-binary Dromar named Peregrine, or Perry as the other called her or them. So you say, what did they hear about the Bumble Brashers? Is that what you said? The female human, she says, "Oh, hi, I'm Matilda." He says, "What's your name, handsome?"
I am Wilgus Wittershins. And I am not drunk enough to engage in whatever you're thinking of.
He says, so she says, yeah, we're regulars at the Pickled Ear. It's back that way. It's kind of like a rough and tumble tavern in a rundown part of Breach Hill near the north wall. And he said, Hell Knights attacked the Pickled Ear. They were demanding to know information about where some Bumble Brasher goblins are. And Roxy, who runs the ear, she ushered us out the back when these Hell Knights attacked. She stayed behind. And he says, I saw as she was ushering us out, we could hear these Hell Knights asking about the goblins. He said, last I saw, the Hell Knights were leaving, but there were black flames inside the ear and no sign of Roxy. What if they killed Roxy?
Flames.
And I think Renzi says, we were instructed to see if we could we were told to find out if we could find out anything about these Bumble Brasher goblins, right? They said this Roxy, the Hell Knights thought she knew about them, whatever. But if she's still alive in there in the Pickled Ear, maybe she could tell us something about these Bumble Brashers. We should go?
Yeah, that's clearly the thought I was having, but I was wondering if we should take all these people with us. We're kind of getting to be a large crowd now.
Clearly not fighters.
I was concerned more about the attention that the large group of, well, not the quietest people on the planet, down on us.
So I think we're meant to I think you have to keep them with you. They don't have to go in the building or whatever, right? But you have to keep leading them, because it's like war going on in the town, right? There's like battles going on and stuff. So you have to keep them following you. And so after the Pickled Ear, you're going to have to be trying to lead them across through a battlefield, basically doing an infiltration of like keeping your heads down. And like the worse you do on the infiltration, the more the civilians are like scattering and fleeing and stuff. Get what I'm saying?
So it's
like,
not really an option for us to just take them back right now.
right. I mean, you could. You would then. We would then just skip to the part where you're trying to return them and ignore the pickled ear, which you could do, but it might result in this woman Roxy dying or whatever. So you just don't know. Renzi at least I think would be like, I think we should.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, if that's the scenario we're faced with, I thought it would be like taking them back through relative safety.
Yeah, no. This first thing or whatever is basically, it's called Enough is Enough, but it's like what's happening here is what it's called the Battle of Hell Knight Hill. It's like the sort of the kickoff to the Hellbreakers adventure path, right?
Right. Yeah, I know. I just meant like
yeah, it's like the
mechanically. I thought we could
especially
safely
the
take them back.
especially the southern part of the town is like turning into a battlefield as these things you're doing are going on.
Gotcha.
So you lead your people, you go to the pickled ear, and you see black flames flickering around the pickled ear, the tavern's old wooden frame turning chalky gray. The wooden sign hangs loose over the shattered front door, thin smoke billowing out. The heavy scent of sulfur is smothering, and choked gasps and cursing echo from inside.
Now, it's admittedly it's been a while since I've burned a building down, but flames aren't typically black.
So,
Nor do they traditionally smell of sulfur.
Well, that depends on who's been farting in the area.
So,
if there's a dwarf around, God.
So, I'm gonna move us to this scene. They sort of for these things they sort of stage you already kind of in the action. Like, so you opened the door, you've come in here. You can see fires burning on the inside.
Can we take like a cloth and cover her mouth?
Yeah, certainly.
I don't know if we need to, but I'd like to.
Open water first does a better job.
Yeah.
Jeff token is so screwed up on my screen.
Yeah, it looks like my picture is overriding the.
Yeah, it's when you run that macro that like places and scales the enemy tokens and stuff, it places the PC tokens too. And I think I did it before I actually had his art set up correctly. Glad you mentioned it.
Why does he have an effect on him that's your picture?
It's treat wounds immunity.
Oh, okay.
So the pickled ear has 10-foot ceilings around the edges of the common room, rising to 20 feet in the common room center. It is dimly lit. So when we start to come in here, we hear you're hearing like choked gasps and cursing coming from what sounds like a woman's voice. And as our characters move in this way, you see her across the way over here.
Let's drag my token all across the map.
Are you gonna water splash us?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Rousing splash.
Thinking there, I thought Jeff was hostile, but his color's just red.
I'm angry.
I'm splashing her body. I guess you can't do it on yourself.
No.
This is on an ally's head, so.
You're not an ally of yourself. You're self-hating.
How dare I not get my own spell?
Is light a cantrip, Have?
Yep.
Can I get a light? instead of only having it on Vo.
Sure thing.
He has
Can you
dark
give it to
vision.
just him?
I don't.
Yeah.
But also,
I
he
mean,
can
I
use the
don't have
light,
dark vision, but
so-
I'm putting it on somebody else so that I'm not the target. Yeah, there you go.
So,
I just don't want him to run away and then I can't see.
so what we're dealing with here is a hazard where these flames were called up. These hellfire flames were called up by a Hell Knight signifier. The flames themselves burn dark and near smokeless. The flames are malicious, toying with victims. So you see these flames surrounding Roxy are like, it's like they're creeping towards her and almost like taunting her. You notice a soot-blackened brazier glowing with fiendish light. I think it's supposed to be up here. Yeah. And you think without that brazier glowing with fiendish light, the flames would extinguish.
Housing splash that shit.
Can't.
So I'm going to okay. Okay, so Flames of Cana. So I wish this thing was set up. Better for this thing. Okay. So this thing I can't like properly automate it correctly at this second. But this when we enter the room, this thing rolls initiative. It casts darkness on itself. So, around this area is surrounded in a 20-foot burst of darkness. Maybe I can't. Maybe I actually can. There we go. So a 20-foot area of darkness surrounds this brazier that we think we're going to have to deal with to put out these flames. So we got a number of rounds to deal with this. All right. So on this thing's turn, it's actually pretty fucking cool. It like, I think it in almost in reaction to us coming in here, places down these flames. Wilgus, you're up first.
I'm gonna move. I think here. Let me double check the spell I'm using here. Yep. Okay. And then, so this is the area of darkness up here, right?
Yeah, it's like centered on this brazier right here, and it's like creating a 20-foot burst of
Okay.
darkness.
Well, because of our escapades in Pathfinder, I know that any light spell can counter a dark spell. So I should be able to use my light spell to counter that darkness, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it has a, you know, it has the darkness trait, which means, um, if you read the light trait, it basically tells you that you can use the light trait. You can, instead of casting this the normal way, you can target a darkness effect and try to counteract it.
I will do so. I don't know what the counteract. It doesn't give me a counteract check for it, so
Uh, so you would just well, the first thing you would be doing is rolling your spell modifier. You know.
okay. The spells. And I will hero point if I need to.
So DC's by level makes the DC for counteracting this 18.
That's what I got.
Okay, so you succeeded, and the counteract rank here is 2. So your effect was rank 1, right? So
Yep.
if you succeed, you get to counteract something 1 level higher than that, 2. So you succeed. So tell us how this looks as Wilgus uses the power of his light spell, where ordinarily you just basically create little orbs of light that you can attach to people or just put wherever you want. But in this case, you actually use it to just pierce the darkness magic that this thing created.
Yeah, so I am going to. Imagine like a sphere of light surrounding the dark, and then just kind of squeezing it in and compressing it to a pinpoint, and then it flashes out.
Cool. It's actually really cool that light and darkness effects work that way. Where you can counteract shit. It just doesn't. It only comes up when it comes up. Very cool. Take a hero point for remembering that about light and darkness counteracting each other and doing a cool ass thing.
Like it.
Vote Victor Big. What you gonna do?
And I don't remember what we're trying to do to this cauldron.
Well, we don't really know. We're trying to disable it somehow.
So this might be a rough thing for you because there's in the center of these flames up here, there is a soot blackened brazier glowing with fiendish light, right? So to disable this thing basically is to get within 15 feet of it and use Arcana, Occultism, or Religion skill, because it's a magical hazard, or we're not high enough to have dispel magic, or to use Thievery to find like a hidden switch. Oh, fucking A, dude. Okay. Okay, so you could use the Thievery check to find a hidden switch on a brazier that deactivates it potentially. This is something I need to call out. If you use a first rank spell with a counteract DC of 17, you can, using any spell with the water or light traits, dispel the shadow flames in 1 square. So if you're trying to target remove flames, you can use any spell with the light or water traits to remove the flames from 1 square at a time to slow things down. But in terms of your character, you probably ain't doing shit here. Like, I mean, you would maybe want to move yourself towards Roxy and like,
Yeah. Okay.
grab her and like help her take a good path to get away from the flames that are sort of chasing her.
Can I move? Like, nope. Oh, hang on there. Why can I not multiple waypoint?
It,
Is it not working?
Doug.
is not letting you press X again.
No. Okay. Well, that's one action anyway, so
Okay.
I don't want to move here.
Yeah, you can treat all the tables and everything as just like
What in the shit? Oh my god.
I don't. There's no weird walls on this map, so I don't know what it's doing. You can treat the tables and everything as just set dressing.
Bigger
Like you
controls.
can jump up on the tables and run through them without using difficult
Place
terrain or
waypoint
anything like that.
ruler. Edit. Let me double check. X. It's saved. I don't know why it's doing that. It's like sending me. That's so weird. All right. So it's 5, 10, 15. Yeah. Okay. I don't. 15, 20, 25. I think I would just move there and just kind of, be like, Roxy, I hope you might be able to squeeze through like right here.
All
And
right.
that's it.
Cool. All right. So Renzi is going to run up here. Took me 2 actions to get there, so I can't use disable a device, unfortunately. I think he's gonna put guidance on himself, just try to kind of call on. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. That's I was gonna say maybe I can use my eat fire cantrip in a cool way here. Yeah, I'm gonna have him just run up here and cast guidance on himself to kind of call on his primal energies to get ready to try and disable this thing the next go round. Glen Gladfellow.
How close do I have to be to use Arcana?
Within 15 feet of the thing. Like, you'd
So
have to
I
get
don't
like
have-
here.
Okay.
But disable a device is a 2 action activity. So, also, there's not a fire there.
All right, I'm gonna move here then,
Okay.
and then I am going to gather to me, and I will allow Wilgus. No, I will allow Vogue to not use his reaction.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know where else to go, but
Up there next to her. Grab her ass
Um,
and then jump your ass out.
oh man, I ain't got a quick jump.
alright.
Oh,
You
what
can
the
still jump.
Yeah.
Without quick jump. Just
You just have to have a running start.
That's 5. And I have to end like right here, right? I still have to
Yeah,
be
that'd
within
be
the aura.
sweet.
Okay.
Assuming nope, that's too
Oh,
far.
Okay, so
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I thought that last one was in there still, but
Me too.
damn it.
yeah.
Keep accidentally
he's
putting
adding
down
fire.
fires. Well, they added a fire button over here on the left side, so if I have that toggled on, anywhere I click, fucking more fire goes, which is cool when I need more fire, but when I don't, it's like I'm accidentally putting fires.
Okay, and that's my turn.
All right.
You could move too, Josh, if you wanted to.
I think I just want to stay here because I'm within 15 feet. I'm like just setting myself up for to try and disable this thing. So it is the hazard's turn. So it is going to place down more fires. Oh, wait a minute. It's not letting me click the squares you guys are in, but it's actually putting fires right underneath you guys.
That's against the rules.
It isn't. But
It is.
it's basically like they're forming though. The damage event happens when you move into or end your turn in one of the fires, so you won't auto take threat from it. But basically it's creating flames like beneath you.
Well, if I tried to move north through Glen, I would take fire damage because there's fire there now.
Correct.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna go boom, boom, boom. And then I'm still not within 15 feet of that, so I'm going to use, you say we could use anything with a light spell to put out fire in this case because of its fiendish nature?
Yes.
Yes, light or
DC
yeah, because it's like a darkness fire. Yeah, you
I'm
can.
gonna try to put out this fire right here to give her an out.
Okay, so a light spell or a water trait spell, and it's DC 17 counteract.
Okay. Spell, boom, boom. There we go.
Very cool. So you put out this fire with, you say you do it with your light spell.
Yeah.
So do the same thing as you do to the magical darkness. Just
Yeah,
kinda
pretty
like
much. I'm just smothering it with light.
smother it? Hell yeah. All right, Bo.
I cheer everybody on. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely, it just isn't the kind of encounter where you have like mechanically much you can be doing. Where I would like be like, I'm gonna move up to her and like
Grab her.
grab her because she's not taking an.
God damn it.
I don't have her taking turns in initiative, but if you go up and get her and be like, look, come with me, and like grab her by the arm, she can move with you.
Okay.
Get to the chopper.
Is that an action to kind of grab her?
Yeah, I think so. Just kind of.
Okay, so one action to move there, action to grab, and is it like half my movement speed with someone in tow?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
that's how we'll do it.
So 10 feet and get here.
Okay, so she kind of drag her along this way.
Yep.
And as things are, we're like in the, well, I'll describe it after this round actually. All right, so Renzi is going to, which one of these motherfucking skills can I do? Not Arcana, not Occultism, not Religion. What? I don't have any of them.
You suck.
I have Nature. That's because I'm a druid. Fuck. All right, so I'm going to then, in that case, I'm just gonna have Renzi. He wants to clear a path for people to get like to the door, so he'll try to put this fire out by casting a rousing splash on it. So, yeah, so he just kind of does the same magic that he was using for rousing splash on us, but then otherwise, just kind of stops his turn there.
Okay, I'm gonna try to disable the device using. Well, if
I have inline DCs for you. Arcana,
Okay.
Occultism, and Religion all the same DC. You want Occultism?
Okay. I'll just whatever. Cultism or Arcana is fine.
Okay.
All right,
Honestly, it's just kind of about that approach in that case. Then you're trying to use the sort of diabolic hellflame occult side of it against itself, or you just kind of unravel the magic with Arcana or whatever.
I want to unravel the magic with Arcana.
All right, I'll give you that one instead. Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to unravel the magic with Arcana.
Hell yeah. All right, so oh shit. Damn, we gotta get down on this thing. So what happens is you weaken it somewhat. This thing has 4 actions to make new flames, and by succeeding on that check, you took away one of those actions. So now it has 3. We got to get it down to 0 actions if we're going to save this building. All right. All right, there we go. Devil Brazier bullshit. It's up in the upper right now. All right, so at the top of its turn, then it is going to create fires right here surrounding Vo and Roxy are attempting to. That was 3 squares of fire I made. And then next up is Wilgus.
Oh, I'm gonna move so that I'm within 15 feet of the thing.
Here
Is
would
that
work.
15 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll use a 2-action activity with occultism, using the power of mind.
All right. Let me.
Ooh, I'm not good at occultism. Trained in it, but I have a low intelligence. Hero point. Hero point.
Is oh damn, yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no such luck. All right, Vo, is your turn again?
I guess I will move. God bless it. 5, 10, 15, 10 feet, I guess, first movement.
Okay.
Another 10 with her. Another 10.
All right. So yeah, you're
That's
kinda
it.
helping her, and she, Roxy says, "Look, I appreciate you trying to help me get out, but we can't let the pickled ear burn down, please." He says, "People count on this place."
We're working on it.
She's well. She's
It's not.
talking to Vo because she feels
Yeah.
like he's trying to like just get her to leave. And
Yeah, I can hear her.
He's like, I'm useless at everything else, though.
I mean, I got
It's not
they're magical
easy.
flames, huh? Yeah. I was gonna say I'll grab a blanket and start trying to put it out, but
yeah, unfortunately, okay, so Renzi is going to realizing that this bullshit, unfortunately, is natural primal energy can't stop it the way arcane, religious, or occultist can, and so in lieu of that, he's going to just cast guidance. He's just kind of starting to tap into the primal energy that gives him his spellcasting. He's going to put guidance on both of you, and then with his final action, he's going to prepare to aid. He's going to prepare to aid Glenn with the stealth skill. He's going to try and basically he's sort of acting distractingly so that when Glenn makes his next disable a device check, I'm trying to aid him by like minimizing the obvious nature of what he's doing. So maybe if this brazier is like, it seems to be aware of where people are and stuff like that, he's trying to kind of like keep Glenn on a little bit of a lower profile.
Okay, I'm doing Arcana again.
All right, so this for me is going to be a DC 13. Okay, well, I failed to aid you anyway, but at least I gave you the guidance.
I can just
There's
scroll
that.
up. Oh. Okay, I will use the guidance. There we go. There we go.
Nice. All right, another one of its actions removed.
And boom.
So I think. Wait, how far can we move? Oh, it's full stride. All right,
Yep.
so Renzi's gonna move over here so he can get next to Wilgus to try and aid him his next turn.
Vote.
Gonna move there. I kind of look at her. I'm like, yes, we will do everything we can to save your bar. But I'm just really good at hitting things with my axe, and this fire is kind of immune to that right now.
Right now, because later on, you might be able to get it.
Hey, you never know.
All right.
Swing really hard with the flat.
So it has 2 actions, and it's going to use them to place fire down. Can you guys each move yourselves like out of your space just for one moment? Thank you. Yeah, it's sort of like it's reacting to the people that are like hurting its power, and
You shouldn't be reacting to me. I didn't do fuck all.
Well, the people are
Yeah.
the people who are trying to. All right, you gotta. At least you got guidance on, so you can use that.
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Yeah, do the thing
You need
again.
occultism again.
The occultism, yeah. Turn guidance. Can I trigger like don't roll like a shithead?
Yeah,
Is that
try
one?
You should try to trigger that for sure.
Oh wow,
Don't-
wow. Let
don't
me use my
forget-
last hero
hey.
point.
Oh,
You got half of
Oh
luck.
wow.
yeah, you
That's
didn't
true,
take
but I've
half
already
luck,
used-
did you? Oh, you did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but I've already used hero point. You can't do double up on the things, right?
No,
No.
it's both fortune.
Okay. So
All right, well, good try. All right. Bo's turn.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep trying to drag her.
I think
You
with this
stayed
you
in
can get
fire, by the way.
Ave?
yeah, I know.
I
Oh.
mean, you only spent 2 actions to disable,
True.
so if you want to have stepped out of it, you can.
Dance up there a little
It
bit.
looks like you can basically get here, Jeff.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I just go here and be like, just go outside and we'll do what we can in here.
Okay. So with that, you have her to safety.
Okay.
All right.
Can he like pee on fire to put him out?
Yes. Try and figure
He's been
something
drinking though, so maybe not a good idea.
The fire like slowly goes up his pee stream and then he burns him.
Nice. All right. So I'm going to say that counts for.
Smoke
So
weed every day.
Renzi uses the sort of rousing splash. I'm going to let him get 2 squares. Actually, he would have done this one to make sure his newfound friend isn't getting burned. He would just leave this one next to himself. But that's kind of like all I can really manage to do here. Well, I'm going to use an action to prepare to aid Wilgus. Try to help this useless son of a bitch.
Okay, I'll trigger halfling luck to re-roll that. I think I re-roll and keep new. Is that what halfling luck is?
I think you can actually roll into worse with halfling luck, but
Yeah. You re-roll, but you must use the new result. Okay, yep. Re-roll, keep new. Damn.
no.
out.
All right.
You put the fire out below me, okay?
Yeah, I
I'll
did.
just sit here and do nothing then.
All right. This thing. Hey, I think the this thing starts like spreading fires around the northern part here, around the back, and the building starts shaking with the flames having damaged some of the structural integrity of the place.
It's just coming down.
And
We need to get the fuck out. It's gonna kill us.
well, it doesn't look like you're in danger of like the building collapsing and killing you. It just, you got the feeling that this is the last round with which you can stop it from partially collapsing. If you guys don't manage to stop it before the end of this round, the thing's going to partially collapse and it's going to have like narrative consequences, potentially. All right. You're up, Home Slice.
All right, well, do the thing again.
All right, so hold on a second. I'm gonna try to aid you. I'm a GM, so I can say this works. I'm gonna use my nature skill and just, even though I can't use nature magic to disable this thing, I'm gonna just use the power of my primal energy to try to juice up your magic.
Take any help I can get.
Yeah, baby. All right, so you get a +1. So you got a circumstance bonus. Oh, you don't have status now because my guidance is already gone, but whatever, dude. I'm trying. I'm doing what I can.
Same.
For what it's worth, Jeff, you could aid in the same ways where you're just like, I'm going to aid by using athletics to fucking throw blankets over the fires so my homeboys can focus better on what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do that kind of
I'm having
stuff.
trouble finding the fucking occultism rule up there.
Oh, that's my bad.
There it is.
I'll get you another one if you need.
I found it. Fling luck.
Jesus, bro. Jesus, bro. Oh, no. All right.
I'm going to try to aid Glenn with my last action.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to blend my occultism into his... Actually, no, wait. Hold on. I'm going to give him a motivating speech with diplomacy.
Yeah. Can you please critically succeed this, Glenn? For I have been unhelpful and the building is about to collapse.
That is
Unlikely.
pretty much it. Yeah. I mean,
All right.
probably I can mark off my halfling luck was being used. There we go.
All right. I wouldn't, Jeff. I wouldn't worry about trying to get in position or trying to aid anybody or whatever, because
Okay.
Glenn's last roll is either a critical success or this place is half crashing down and we're done with the encounter either way. So you can just sort of narratively say what you're doing, which might just be like, "Hey guys, I think this place is gonna collapse."
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm
We
standing
gotta
there at the
go."
door, like we need to go.
All right. All right, and yeah, honestly, like pretend Renzi's just spraying out rousing splashes all over the place, trying to put fires out, but they're coming back just as soon as he puts them out, and he recognizes that we're running out of time. And with that, we have.
Give me a fresh Arcana.
Hang on, let me give him an aid first.
Yeah, don't roll it yet, but there's that.
Target. What the fuck? There it goes.
So go.
Is it in the macros?
Go,
Or is that
just,
at
no,
aid?
just go to the extras on PF2E HUD, and just do it from there for now.
Okay.
And then just make the DC 13, and then choose the right skill.
Browsing speech. Diplomacy. DC 13.
Dave's gonna crit fail and give you a penalty on your roll.
Probably.
Nope. All right.
Why are my dice bad on every character I play?
Bro, I don't know, but they ain't good. Tonight.
Here
All
we
right.
go.
Here it comes,
Give me
baby.
a new- Oh, there it is.
We got a
Alright,
halfling
I got
luck,
nothing.
and we got one. I think you still got halfling luck, right?
No, he
No,
used it
I
last
used it
time.
Last turn. I got a hero point, and that's it.
Oh, you didn't actually use it though.
Oh, I didn't hit it off my thing. Okay. All right, here we go. Hoo-yah!
Oh fuck! We did it!
Smoke weed every day.
Fuck yeah.
Hey! Oh,
I said Go out, you cursed flame!
Oh,
At least
that's
somebody's dice rolls work.
that's so fucking right.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. So, describe how it looks as you unravel the magic powering this brazier, and like all the flames disappear.
Glenn is not magical in the slightest, but he understands magic.
Yeah.
And he somehow concentrates enough. He reaches into the distant past when Eridan still was a god, and calls
Somehow
out to him
Palpatine has returned.
for the tiniest little glimpse of the arcane spark, and focuses all his concentration into the center of that dark smoking flame, and closes his eyes, and then he puts his hands like this, and he just rips them apart, and the flame just goes in two different directions and sputters out.
It's sick. Trying to delete literally 100 different light sources that they put on this map. Just spamming my delete key everywhere. All right, good enough. And I think Roxy was like still staying in the doorway, kind of a little bit watching, and she's like, "Yes, you did it!" And she's like cheering and celebrating, and then
5% chance, and it happened.
that was sick. All right, back to the landing page.
Jamie's gonna cheer when she sees that on the VOD.
For sure.
Couldn't your dice do what you need them to? And Josh's dice crit the fuck out of me all the time. And my dice are like, yeah, 4.
This
3.
is why right here, Have. This is why right here.
So you know, Roxy, she says,
The one true God.
she says, thank you for saving the pickled ear. It really means a lot. She says, and thanks for saving my life. So the she as thanks, she gives you guys a bauble she's kept for luck, a consumed Aeon Stone. The cool thing about Pathfinder Society loot items is that you just turn all this stuff in at the end. You turn over all the like loot you got from the Pathfinder Society, and then they like basically cut you a check based on how well you did at your job. So so you don't have to actually like hold on to that or track that kind of thing. So what had happened here is
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
all right. So what happens is there's basically no time to slow down. The Breach Hill is now a battlefield. And you are, basically trying to get the people that you've gathered, these groups, to safety. A terrible whistling cuts through the air as the Hell Knights fire siege weapons into the town from Citadel Altarian. A house collapses in billowing dust and splintered wood. Shouts and the clash of weapons echo down the streets. Oh, fucking hell. Sick. Couldn't be more impressed with the work that these this. Hey, do you guys have non-token vision on this map? Can you guys see the background?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Could not be more impressed with the work Metamorphic does on these premium adventures. I haven't actually run any of Metamorphics because Kingmaker was done by the Foundry team. This is kind of my
Jamie's
first time
watching.
doing them. But
What a scrubby bitch. I mean, there he is.
Not sure how he pulled that one off.
uh, oh shit! I'm gonna set that up. Shit! I think I messed up the cameras for the rest of this stream. Oh well.
Jamie's over there cussing you right now. Damn it, Josh.
Jamie's chatting in my Twitch stream chat as me. Says Derp Stevenson, I'm cheering silently so I don't bother my roomie. Anyways, yeah, the clash of weapons and shouts echo down the streets. Fiends and Hell Knights lurking in buildings spring out upon the Steel Falcons to disrupt the attack against the Citadel. The few civilians still hiding break and run for help, swelling the refugee numbers and escalating their anxiety. They need to reach safety soon. So, this is going to be, basically this is treated as an infiltration. If we get to at 6 awareness points and higher, your civilian groups begin to flee, and if all of them flee, you fail the infiltration, and you don't get anybody out safely. So, oh man, I keep forgetting this is like stuff GMs are going to run more than one time. So it says so I have eight possible obstacles, and then it says the GM should select 4 of them each time the scenario is run, and then have the 5th final one always be this one particular one. Like, I don't want to choose, bitch. Okay, so you guys are going to start with 1 awareness point for every 2 civilian groups that are with you. So you're starting with 2 awareness points because you have 4 groups of civilians with you.
So we get punished for doing good earlier? Bullshit.
I mean, narratively, the more people you have trying to sneak through the battlefield, the harder it is, right? All right, so I'm going to do fighting in the streets.
Your camera's still off, by the way.
Oh, there we go. How long has it been off?
Since you came back.
Since I came back from what?
You disconnected from Discord.
Oh, I didn't realize I did disconnect from Discord. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
My Discord turned on streamer mode or something, and it's muting sounds, so I don't hear any Discord notification sounds, like what you'd normally hear if you disconnected. All right, so this first obstacle of this thing, you can make. There's fighting going on in the streets. You can make a perception check to find an opening. You can make a thievery check to try to open a locked alleyway. A survival check to find an alternate route. I am going to put actually our tokens on the map, so to make sure any rolls you make are linked to your correct token.
Dog shit at all of those.
So I'm going to have Renzi roll survival. Okay, so he succeeds. I've never run an infiltration. I think we gain like an awareness point if we make it around and don't reach the number of points we need to overcome it. So you can do other things, like just come up with something cool that like helps with a skill that you know,
I'm going to use deception, and I'm going to like create a distraction, draw the eyes of the people fighting away from us.
Do we all have to roll? Is that how every?
yeah, everyone will. It's like it's like we're in a round. It's kind of like a chase, right? Where
Yeah.
we're in a round, and when you succeed at an obstacle, you gain an infiltration point, and when you fail, you get an awareness point. And we basically just have to keep making checks until we overcome them.
Is deception in that way suitable?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's fun. Now this is group. If you remember when we were doing Triumph of the Tusk and Have was like trying to run an infiltration, he never run one before, and it was like making us individually succeed the obstacles. Remember? And we had to roll like I think Jamie's character had to roll like 10 times to successfully sneak past the thing. These are all group obstacles. So as soon as a group we get 3 infiltration points, we get past this obstacle.
Just also to be in defending myself, those were specifically tagged as individual obstacles.
Oh yeah, no, I
God fucking damn it, dude.
I very much
You
apologize
are shit.
if it seemed like I was saying you ran it wrong because you didn't know infiltration. I thought what I meant. I just meant you didn't know enough about the infiltration rules to go, oh, this is dumb. This should just be a group thing that they can overcome.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
I
yeah,
want to use.
So you gain an awareness point because of him failing.
I want to use warfare lore to recognize the patterns of the battle and attempt to, know when it's time to go, when it's time to stop, and then
should
that
know
way.
when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Exactly.
Know when to walk away.
I'm basically
Know when to
reading the
run.
battle using warfare lore, figuring out when the best time to go is, when we need to hold, that kind of stuff.
Chef's over there biting his nails, like, how can I make athletics make sense to this?
I'm gonna be like, as we're
Maybe
walking
he
through,
ca-
where can
maybe
I
he
lift
catches
something
a-
up?
Yeah, maybe he catches a collapsing beam or something, or maybe
Yeah.
he lifts one out of the way or something.
That's exactly my thoughts.
Knocks down a door to give
Yeah,
us a pathway through a
they
building.
have they have one of the examples they have is DC 15 thievery to open a locked alleyway. Well,
Yeah.
there's another way to open a lock with
Yeah.
feet, boots.
Yeah.
Just
He
kick,
uses his forehead, though.
What
Kick-
about
yeah, you just
want?
if you want to roll athletics, you could just say like you're kicking over the
Yep.
kicking open a door or something like that.
I think
So you
Daniel
want
was
me to just
letting know if you
roll
had an
warfare
inline
lore?
roll or.
Oh, sorry. What was your thing, Daniel?
Warfare lore.
Oh, you want to? Yeah, if you do warfare lore, it's gonna be DC 14. No, make that DC 13 actually. Okay. Nice.
ADC 11, so it's crit.
No, it's not that low.
We're
All right.
literally in a war, so yeah.
So that's two. You know what? Actually, that's a good point. Instead of giving it like a non-specific lore reduction
Upgrade
of 2
degree
AC,
of success.
well, no, I'll just make the DC 5 lower because a specific lore makes the DC 5 lower. I mean, warfare lore. When could warfare lore be more useful than this? So instead of 15, the DC is 10, which does make that a critical success. That's a great point. So you guys overcome this first obstacle. Oh, I guess. Oh shit! I have a macro that does this thing. It like reveals these to you. Interesting.
Cool.
All right. So the next one I'm gonna have you guys do. Because I'm supposed to have you guys do 4 of these events. I'm going to do Imp Assault. A flock of imps sees the civilians you're leading as easy prey, descending on the group and hit and run attacks. So you could do intimidation check to drive the imps off, religion to hold the fiends at bay. Also, my thing I have says ranged attack against AC 17. I would allow melee attacks too. I'm going to have Renzi, I'm going to say he has at some point been able to refocus. And he's going to spend his focus point casting Tempest Surge. And the way this usually works is if you expend a spell that costs a resource, like a spell slot or a focus point, you get an automatic 1 point. So we're going to gain an infiltration point. As a matter of fact, I'm going to roll a d20 and say if I actually roll a 20, then I can get 2 points. But no. Okay. So I get 1 point of 3 we need to overcome the Imp Assault.
Make Jeff go next. He did do the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, he could be. I mean, my best would be to try and hit it with my axe, but if not, intimidation.
Okay, so this actually does work like chases. So because he didn't use his action on the last obstacle, he can still use that sort of first action on this obstacle. So it's
So
ultimately
athletics?
better for you guys. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yep.
fine. I'm not putting us in initiative or anything, but I'm just mentally tracking like people's actions in the round or whatever.
Yeah, I think
right.
we just see a kind of door or the route we want to go through, and he just kind of full steam ahead, like double foot drop kicks it.
Nice. All right. So
Roll intimidate.
So in yeah, so you do that. In that, so actually in that case, since he is since Jeff was doing that first thing, we're back still on the first obstacle. That means your warfare lore crit is like spilling over into this one, Daniel. So like you're calling out orders and commands to help people like navigate and avoid dangers from these imps. Okay, so now everyone except Renzi still has an action to do in like this current round we're on, and we are already 2 out of 3 points to get through it. So I need somebody else. Any of the three of you.
Let's see if you hit.
I was going to do intimidate because I'm +7.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Try to intimidate some imps.
Yeah, I'm going to do it, but I'm kind of going to try to do it mentally a little bit. Like I'm gonna using my telepathy, like getting in their heads. I'm not actually screaming and yelling at them. I'm scaring them off in their own brains.
And you're going to roll a 4.
Yeah, I'm 100% going to roll like shit here, but here we go.
All right.
Hey!
I sort of divided us up over here to has gone in the current round we're in and hasn't. Okay, so if I'm moving your tokens, that's why.
Okay.
All right, so that successfully overcomes the imp assault, and then the next one we're going to do is called Stay Hidden. So we make our way past this assault of imps, but we see a platoon of Hell Knights marching past, heading for another battle in a different part of town and wary of an ambush, so they're kind of watching out. So here we need either stealth or diplomacy to keep everyone calm and quiet, or stuff like crafting, acrobatics, or anything else you can justify for creating a distraction, or again, anything else you can come up with. So, just to be clear, Glenn and Vo still have an action left from the previous sort of round. So you guys get to do something, and then we all four kind of are back to getting to do something. So I need Glenn and Vo to take the... Okay, so you want stealth? There's that.
Oh, shit. Why not?
All right.
Clutch.
So, so by the way, your clumsy wouldn't apply on this because that's only while you're wielding your two-hander, like your huge weapon, right? So just for the record, you're not stuck with that just because it's on your back. It's only when you're actually wielding it. All right, so we don't get an awareness point. We get another point. So this we got 1 out of 3 for this. Stay hidden. All right, so Glenn, what are you doing?
I'm gonna craft like a Molotov cocktail and throw it somewhere to create like a fiery explosion that's gonna distract.
That sounds awesome.
The enemies. Just find a bottle of alcohol.
I didn't know you were an alchemist.
Take it from one of the Kaylee, whatever the hell it is. Kaylee. I can't remember the gods. Caden Kalian. Yeah. Take one of their bottles and create a Molotov.
Oh yeah, like a bottle of liquor from one of your
she just went upstairs.
Rowdy people who you're trying desperately to keep quiet right now.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up, please.
That's their holy water.
Do you have an inline?
Oh yeah, I do, because you're using crafting.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, 2 more, I would have crit.
All right, so that's 2 points. So we need 1 more to get past this obstacle. I mean, I feel like Wilgus using
Yeah, diplomacy, yeah.
would be awesome here. There's that check.
And I'm talking to him and I'm keeping him calm, but I'm also just giving soothing vibes, especially people that seem more upset, using my telepathic message.
Ava, are you like not at your computer? Because I don't see you on camera, but I see your camera on. Oh, okay. You were like
Just leaned back 'cause I'm fucking tired.
you're creeping. All right, so you have to accept that failure, don't you?
Yep, I got nothing left to roll with.
Okay, I'm just making sure. All right, so we're still on this obstacle, and Wilgus has gone. I think Jeff or Daniel, do either of you guys like just dying to go again?
I have a good
now?
idea.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a good idea.
Yeah, I don't. So
I see some flags or banners strung up like across the street, and I'm using my knowledge of engineering to kind of follow a pulley system to see that, oh, well, this flag's tied off right here, and I like cut the rope, and the flags or banners fall down on the squad of Hell Knights, blinding them and distracting them from us.
that's awesome. I love that. So what skill do you want to roll?
Engineering lore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. So I mean, that feels like a specific lore reduction again, so we're going to go DC 10 for that. Woo!
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, so yeah, Glenn does that, and as these flags like come down and are like distracting them and they're trying to get out from under them and all that type of stuff, we take that opportunity to lead our people and get past this platoon of Hell Knights.
I would just like to point out that the only awareness points we've earned that we didn't start with are because of me. Just throwing that out there. Okay.
I didn't call it out, but I was aware. Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of like a Rube Goldberg machine in the Goonies when they're watching and their heads are bouncing back and forth. That's what we're doing as the rope goes through the different pulleys.
Yeah. You know, so yeah, we'll finish up this infiltration, and then we're actually gonna have to we're gonna have to finish this scenario on Thursday, but so the next thing is basically the combination of battle spells coming from war wizards and magi and everybody in this battle. It disrupts sort of the natural flow of magic in the area, and a sort of chaotic whirlwind of magic is created and threatens to injure us and our people. So the default skills, again, it's not necessarily these are the only ones, but the default skills are going to be Arcana, Nature, Occultism, Religion, or this Fortitude save. And what those are representing is either the spell skills for helping calm the magic, or the Fortitude is to basically like get in the way of it to protect our civilians and sort of absorb it ourselves with our own bodies. I'm going to have Renzi roll Nature for this round to just try to like help calm the magic down. Like, you know, as a druid, he's used to using primal magic as like a calming effect, especially with his healing magic and stuff. I think, as a matter of fact, I think to make it cooler fictionally, Daniel kind of inspired me to really come up with a cool idea here with his great descriptions of using his lores. I think Renzi, he uses the magic that he uses to cast like Protector Tree, where, you know, in a battle, he creates like a tree and the enemies, the branches jump out and intercept enemy strikes so that they don't hit his allies. And he does that here. He sort of creates like a Protector Tree, and some of his magic strikes it, and it, you know, it destroys the tree, but it protects the civilians. So that's 1 point. Glenn or Vo, go ahead and go next, please.
Glenn already went with engineering lore. You just didn't move him over.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think with Fortitude save, I'd probably just try and use my body.
You mean you don't want to roll Arcana on your barbarian?
Yeah, you just
Nope.
yeah, no, you're just like, shielding the civilians, and any of this magic that might do a few points of damage here and there is not hitting these civilians who might die from it. It's hitting a barbarian who can take it, right? So
Yep.
all right. So that gets us 2 points, and now we're back to anybody can go, and we just need one more point to overcome this obstacle.
Well, you
I'll
don't want
try-
me doing it because
I'll
I
try
keep
to
fucking
calm
failing.
I'll try to calm the magic, even though I'm not a spellcaster. I'm just so goddamn smart. I know how to do it.
There you go.
Tap into the arcane.
I believe if I alter the energies, I can weaken the magic like this.
I love it. So we overcome the spell storm, and we get through that, calm the magic of this whirling spell storm
I can't
enough
hear you.
to get all our people through, and then
Baby.
it says after 4 obstacles, we will have the 5th final obstacle be left behind. So this will be our last obstacle here. We haven't run into the complication yet, so that's awesome.
Good
Um,
smoke.
So shouts for help emerge from a nearby barricaded building. A dozen civilians emerge, injured and dazed after fleeing attacks from Hell Knight collaborators. So what do we do here? I mean, if you guys are okay with it, my first immediate instinct is Renzi is going to cast a heal spell.
Yeah, guarantee success.
And then that's going to like immediately get us a point towards it as he casts like a 3-action heal and just heals and undazes these dozen civilians.
That would
and,
hit you too, Vo.
Is he missing health?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. 2 hit points.
Oh yeah. I mean here, let me actually let me roll it and make sure I don't roll a fatty 1, but there you go.
Oh.
So yeah, I get a point towards that, and then I'm over here. Okay, so anybody else wants to use medicine check, performance to raise their spirits. You could use diplomacy. You could use intimidation to sort of shout them into compliance.
I'm gonna actually use deception.
Other things if you have ideas.
And I'm just gonna keep lying to him, tell him it's okay. It's not as bad as it looks. You're gonna get out of here fine.
Yeah, I mean, totally fine. Yeah, we'll go DC 15 for that.
Hey.
Baby.
Whoa.
Smoke weed
Hey,
every day.
wait a minute. Are you telling me Have made a roll that not only
Yeah.
made progress towards something we're trying to do, but didn't take away progress either? Or didn't
Yeah.
give us awareness points or anything? All right, so that overcomes the final obstacle. So you convince them like it's not as bad as it looks. Don't look around you right now. But that combined with the healing magic, everybody is like, believing in the. They're all believing in the what you say, and we manage to finish this. And we have very nearly reached Breach Creek to get our people back to this across and to the safe side of town. And we are on Thursday when we pick back up, going to pick back up as we basically arrive in a market square, and you hear some of the people from the crowds that we're helping behind just say, "Oh no," as we come across a well-dressed pair of Breach Hill citizens, the Pasandi twins. It's a brother and a sister, but you immediately hear our citizens behind us gossiping about how the Pasandi twins have been collaborators of the Hell Knights. So it's gonna be It's gonna be a fight where you guys have to beat the shit out of a couple twins who are helping the Hell Knights. And we'll do that Thursday. I wondered if we would actually finish like this entire scenario in a 3-hour session, because I think they sometimes are like 4 and 5 hours when they're played as Pathfinder Society. I thought we're going to be way faster than the average people playing Pathfinder Society at a game shop or whatever. But we also don't like to rush things. We like to take our time and role play and stuff. So
yeah, we also bullshit a lot.
well, yeah, that too.
Memes.
But yeah. I mean, I hope you guys had fun. I did. I thought it was fun.
Jamie's mad at you.
Yeah.
His video cut out.
Josh broke it.
All right. Well, all right. I'm ending the stream.